Good afternoon, Total Warriors, and welcome to Rally Point Live High Elves Showcase. Not High Elves Showcase.
Not.
High Elves Showcase.
Yes.
Um, Today we are joined by Mitch,
Hello?
who is a designer on Tides. We're going to be playing some Aislinn, but we're going to be doing that towards the end of the stream. We're going to start off by taking you guys through, I think, some of the changes to the race holistically,
Yep.
and then some of the more specific changes that have been made to Tyrion and Teclis. I'm really excited to show off the changes. I think people aren't really expecting the kind of stuff that we've done with them.
No, I think so. Yeah. I think we will be very happy.
I think so. So we'll get to that pretty soon, so we're not going to tease you for too long. Audio is doubled. So
Because we have two mics.
We do have two mics. It shouldn't be doubled. How doubled is doubled? Let me... Ignore me, audio is fine, I'm an idiot. Well, there we go. So yeah, we will get started. We're going to jump right into it, but Mitch first. Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
Who am I?
What are you doing?
What am I doing here? Yeah, so I'm a designer at Creative Assembly. I've worked on Warhammer now for, since the start, basically. I've worked on pretty much everything right from the start of Warhammer, all the way up to Immortal Empires, left for a bit, came back. I was then doing patching stuff. And then, yeah, as people will kind of have recently seen us say, we kind of felt like Tides needed a little bit more time in the oven. And yeah, we kind of brought on reinforcements. I was sort of part of that reinforcement wave that came on to help out on Tides. And I primarily, well, almost pretty much entirely looked at Aislinn. I didn't work on the rest of the DLC, just to caveat that before we begin, just so you don't ask me any questions about any of the other guys and girls in the DLC, just because I might not be too familiar.
Yeah.
One of the cool things for me is that when I don't work on something, which is very rare on Total War, it means that when it comes out, I can actually play it completely fresh.
Okay.
Which is pretty nice.
I saw people saying that I'm coming out of their right ear and you're coming out of their left ear. So I've fiddled around with the audio settings. So if someone gives me a thumbs up that sounds better, then I'll take that. Other way round.
Other way around.
Look, I don't care which ear I come out of so long as you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, it does sound better. Then until someone shouts at me, I will assume you can hear me. Our volume may be a little bit low, but we're always a little bit low, you know?
Yeah.
We like to speak softly.
We do.
With what
We're
say.
gentle creatures, yeah.
Well, we will start off by just jumping over to the main menu. So this is a High Elf stream.
Mm-hmm.
We're only talking about High Elves.
Yep.
However, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned, and like you sent me the message, and I read it, and I mostly understood it.
Yeah.
And then I went on a stream and I spoke about people being able to attack from sea.
Yes.
And I was not very clear in what I spoke about. But when I did clarify it, people were demanding one thing.
They were.
And that one thing was this poor man.
Yes, this poor man.
Being allowed to also attack port settlements from sea. So, we, I think you rushed to address that and get that in the build.
Yeah, I mean, you sent me the message saying, look, people really want Albrick to be able to attack from sea. Makes total sense. So yeah, I did it straight away. Because yeah, it's a really good change. And yeah, it gives Albrick a little bit, something extra.
Something different, yeah. So hopefully people enjoy playing that again. I've not had the chance to jump onto him yet because we've had so many other little things to do. The other one, this is a High Elf stream.
It is.
High Elves stream.
Yes.
We're not going to play Dark Elves.
No.
We're not going to talk about Dark Elves. But in the spirit of talking about the sea, there was also a little change made to Lockyer, which we won't be showing. But we thought we'd let people see. We'll leave that to other people to show off at some point. But he's got a little bit of love in this as well.
I mean, he was a big focus in the trailer, wasn't he? He was one of the enemies of Aislinn himself, so he had to get a little bit of love.
Exactly. We couldn't leave him off after making his head so big in the trailer to then not do anything with him. So yeah, I think your Lockyer campaigns will feel a little bit different. Your Albrecht campaigns will feel much more sea-bound.
Yeah.
So. We're going to play some High Elves. I think what we'll start is we'll play Tyrion, and we will just show off some of the more holistic mechanics. Let me just tick some buttons on the audio and see if that helps. That might help. So yeah, just from a more holistic look at High Elves, and then we will show off his mechanics, we'll show off Teclis' mechanics, and then we will play a little bit of Aislinn, who has a very, very cool intro video.
He does.
And Aislinn, you say, is really the focus of your work.
Yes.
So, I'm not going to actually press play on this system because I've got a save. And it is a turn 1 save, but it got me enough influence that I needed to unlock the new panels.
Yeah, you fought a battle.
Exactly. I fought 1 battle and took 1 settlement, and I don't want to have to redo that work on stream, because if I lose, that is truly humiliating.
Yeah, you lose like 90% of your battles, I heard, so you needed to make a
90%
save.
is, like, you miss 90% of the shots you don't take, so, you lose 90% of the battles you play. The statistics, they merge like that. So this is Tyrion. He's still in his normal starting position, as people would expect. It would be odd if he moved.
Yep.
But now we have here Patrons of the Realm. So this is available for all High Elves?
Yes. Yeah, so this is kind of us taking another look at the High Elves and giving them a feature that kind of, expands the entire race.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tyrion, obviously, this is very thematic for him in particular. So, yeah, now this is kind of, essentially all of Ulth 1 has particular slots, and you can become the patron of these kind of different areas of Ulth 1. And yeah, you can see obviously some famous names and faces all dotted around Ulth 1 there, some of them in sensible locations, some of them, you can kind of go a bit crazy, put them wherever you want, really.
So it's up to me where so I could, if I wanted to, kick Tyrion out.
You could.
And then I could try and usurp here Avalorn, but as you can see, they're not going to like that.
They're not going to like that. Yeah, so it's obviously completely up to you where you kind of put the characters, but yeah, obviously most people want to be quite thematic and put them in their sensible positions, which is what you can do. So yeah, the key currency of this as well is, there you go, the favor of the Phoenix King, and you kind of need to get more favor from the Phoenix King, and that will kind of enable you to have access to more of the slots, with which you can kind of then put your characters in.
And we can see it's being reduced because other people hold parts of Ulth 1, right?
Exactly.
I think so I've played, I think, like 5 or 6 Aislinn campaigns. In every single one of them, I've had to come and save Ulth 1.
Yeah.
I think the Nakai up here, Nakari, I get them mixed up every time. Nakari always manages to come down here and beat Altharion. I turned up and Altharion had a mark of Slanesh on him, which felt particularly insulting. One thing I've noticed, and I'll be interested to see if players do, is actually the Drowned.
Yeah.
The Noctilus comes down and he does a ton of damage over on this coast from a couple of the campaigns I've seen. Other times he invades here. So interesting to see, but like obviously your goal here is not just to, I mean it can be just to take your seats that you're happy with and sit there and get your buffs, because obviously these scale up, right? Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, when you take a patronage slot, you get some initial benefits, but then you kind of will spend influence, which allows you to increase standing, you see from the tooltip there. And then you get greater and greater benefits from the slots. And one important thing to mention with this is essentially, this is the politics of the High Elves kind of embodied in this feature. So there's going to be a lot of changing of slots. You're going to have the AI who kind of comes to get your slots. You're going to be taking theirs. However, eventually if you upgrade to the final tier, Josh can show the tooltip there. One of the benefits of the 3rd tier is that you're immune from threats, so you kind of then permanently hold that seat, and it can't be taken from you, and you can keep it forever.
And it's going to cost you to take the seat and then upgrade it, I guess like 300-ish influence.
Yeah, bunch of influence.
Yeah, and that's stuff that you want to be spending on your lords as well. So yeah, you take them. I mean, here if I had a lord, and I could nab this one. So lords appear up here. But yeah, you can play selfish and you can kick people out for the buffs that you want. I think this is the one we were talking about of this could be very, very nice for Aislinn. I know there was some discourse on Reddit about Aislinn and Lothran Sea Guards. We'll show that later because I only use Lothran Sea Guards with Aislinn because they are insane with him.
It's a good strat.
But yeah, even more ways here to buff thematically the kind of sea units. So you're taking these seats, and of course I've got to stop, knock other people out. But what am I taking them for?
Yeah, so people will know one of the things we like to do now when we rework kind of races is we like to, we know players really like confederating and collecting all of the lords into their faction. So we always like now to introduce a feature that really allows you to do that much more easily than through that kind of standard diplomatic means. This feature is no different. So yeah, now with Court Unity, you can confederate all of the different core High Elf factions.
Yep.
And you do that with a couple of requirements. So yeah, you can see the Order of Lawmasters. If you want to confederate them, you need to hold 2 patronage slots, and you need to upgrade them to tier 3. And then you need a certain level for the favor of the Phoenix King as well. And then once you've done that, then you can confederate the faction.
And you're going to want to get these levels anyway to unlock the number of patronage slots you really need to be able to do this, right?
Exactly.
So this is going to be, if you want to come back and try and secure Ulthuan, really the other elves are going to rally into your cause and help you out. If you want to stay selfish and you want to go, do you know what? I really just want this slot. I'm gonna free this place, and then I'm gonna go for like the big buffs of. I love my Great Eagle army.
Yeah.
You know, like you could do that, but if you wanna unite Ulthuan, this is a way to help them under your banner.
Yeah.
I really like that the High Elf Sea Patrol has its own different objective.
Yeah.
And effectively, they're saying, we'll go outside if you want us. Can't just stay on the ring.
Yeah.
There was a question of, does this work on defeated factions and lords?
It does. Yeah. So that's kind of, again, one of the reasons that we really like doing these confederation features inside of bigger features is because it allows us to do exactly that.
Yeah.
As one of the aspects of it.
So I think that's what we've got for Patron of the Realms. Anything else you want to say on it before I close this tab?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'll be excited to see what everyone thinks of all of the different rewards and stuff. Some of them, particularly on tier 3, can get quite powerful. So yeah.
I find as well it's quite nice to, like, I will push for the Avalon slot early on when replenishment's really useful, but then later on when I know what my army's going to be, I start to really like move my slots around, and it feels very political intrigue-y of I'll trade you this region for this one. Well, that's available to all High Elves.
Yes.
Maybe we should talk about the tech tree as well before we move on onto Tyrion specifically. So they've had a bit of a look.
Yeah, bit of a look for the tech tree, as we always do again when we do a race rework. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to go into too much detail with this. Obviously, I think this is a good one for people to just, mosey through in their own time. But yeah, generally, what you expect from a tech tree rework, we've gone through it all, kind of redone a lot of it, buffed some effects, changed effects, added new stuff, the usual deal really.
And these, I believe these all cost 1,000 each. So after you've unlocked trade advancements, these cost 1,000 each.
Yeah, so you require a building and then, gold cost on top of that.
Have you got any particular favourite techs?
Well, when we have a look at Aislinn, there's a couple on Aislinn's tree that I really like.
Okay, so Aislinn has an additional square here, right?
He does. Spoiler, yeah.
I'd say my favourite is... is it Aislinn's first one here? Is it different for him? It's the revealing the...
Exactly, yeah.
No spoilers yet. But yeah, some really fun things on here. But it's also, I believe, part of it was to lower some of the building requirements needed for these, because it was some quite high building requirements to actually start unlocking any of these techs.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of these now are kind of matched to what you would expect. So if you want to buff things like dragons, then that's kind of where you'll require a dragon building, right, before you can then start buffing the dragons. So kind of much more sensible unlocks.
So then you can choose to really specialize in a few different units or a few different, like, so here's lords, right? Or you can just grab a few from different ones. I really like how the infantry one is massive though.
Yeah, very long.
And by the time you're getting to the end, you're getting some real strong. That'll be interesting to talk about in a second. But you get some real strong stuff here.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else we think is worth talking about for High Elves? I mean, there's been a lot of touches to buildings and...
Yeah, there's just a little bit of touches everywhere, really. Lots of little changes that you can expect from, again, just a race rework.
Yeah, some little things to expect. I think a few more landmarks as well that have come with Aislinn. Well, let's talk about Tyrion, because without something extra for him, I mean, it'd be great that he's got the reason now to go and unite Ulthuan and to knock these people out, but I think people always felt Tyrion was just lacking a something, a thing that felt his own. So, as he is the champion of Ulthuan, he now has the champion of Ulthuan.
Yes.
So he's spending his influence here.
He is.
To do some pretty powerful effects, right?
Yeah. So one thing with Tyrion, is battles is a really big method for him to gain influence.
Yeah.
Much more than the other high elves. So, fight a lot of battles as Tyrion. You'll get a lot more influence, which you can use in the patrons feature or
Yep.
in his specific feature, which is Champion of Ulthuan.
Well, we won't look at absolutely all of these, but we will have a look at a couple of them. I've just turned my volume up, so people tell me if I'm now too loud. My favourite, and I think there's some really interesting stuff in here. My favourite so far has been Garrison Aid, to immediately be able to restore a garrison to full strength. That's so good when you've just had a massive siege, and you can see, oh god, there's another 20 stat coming.
Yeah.
Let's get back ready for another one.
Yeah. You can fight some really cool defensive battles with that one.
Yeah.
Especially with the defensive supplies, can make you really strong.
Yeah, and I think it really, the air one at least, really reflects his leading of the armies here. You know, like he's out there, and I think even some for, being able to like call upon others.
Yeah.
And I think that's really nicely thematic. I see there's some locked as well by research as well, but it's not just this tab, right? He's also got the alliances tab.
Yeah.
So once I'm confederating, allying, so tying nicely into the patrons of the realms, you're going to start to get some other pretty cool abilities.
Yes, related to the people that you've confederated.
Yeah. So when I've confederated them, that's when I have the ability to perform these, right?
Yeah.
Any of these are particular?
I think the ones that I always find fun are the ones related with the Shadow Walker ambush stuff. That can make you pretty strong if you use it in the right time.
Yep.
And yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Oh, campaign movement disabled.
Yeah.
That lasts for the full too.
Yeah. So if you want to catch someone and they're just running away from you, that's just a nice one.
Yep.
Just make them sit there, and then you can finally get them. That's definitely a favorite that I've seen from people playing recently.
Yeah, I think as well, like some of them as well. So Everqueen, it's nice to see like the corruption side rather than just the replenishment side represented as well.
Yeah.
So there's some really cool things in here that I think people can have a lot of fun with. But the idea of you're using influence at the court, you're calling on your allies to come and help you. It feels very Tyrion.
Yeah, very thematic for Tyrion.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what we have for Tyrion. Also, this very cool for like, you know,
again,
I'm coming in to help.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, please.
He is the champion of Ulthuan, right? So if you want to go help your friend in Ulthuan, okay.
Okay. Someone asked if these are on a global cooldown. I don't believe so. I think they're on their own specifics, right?
I think so.
Yeah. There we go. We've done one now. And look, he's level 3 already.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to jump on over to everyone's favourite wizard. Again, you can see I've worked hard here because this is a turn 2 save. That's double the number of risk battles that I've managed to avoid here. Oh, maybe we should have gone back to Tyrion because someone asked if there were any skill tree changes. And I think there were. I think I saw a couple new skills.
I think so. I think there's a couple of skill changes.
We will jump back to Tyrion just at the end to if there's anything there from the chat that they want to see. But we'll make sure we show off Teclis as well. So Teclis, in fact, we can maybe even start with that because I've noticed he had a few different things here. He's a big spellcaster.
He is.
He does big spells.
He does big spells.
And I think this the mechanic he's got now really helps reflect his abilities. Because I think the community in particular thought that maybe he was falling behind.
Exactly that, right? So everyone knows just the potency of Teclis in spellcasting.
Yeah.
And like you said, when we've done features now for others, he started maybe to fall behind a little bit. So this was a perfect chance to really kind of bring him up to the level that people want Teclis to be at.
Yeah.
So he's kind of back in that real top slot in terms of spellcasting.
Cool. I've been told as well that there's a few people coming in now as they're posting a bit more about the stream. So just as a reminder for everyone that we're currently going through all of the High Elf rework bits, the different factions and the different lords, and then we'll be showing some Aislinn gameplay later on.
Yeah.
Right. So that's some Teclis' skills. He has the same tech tree.
He does. So yeah, he obviously has all of the High Elves now have the tech tree rework.
But I think for him, I'll be studying a little bit more on the Grand Repository. So, how do I want to do this? Should we do Secrets of the White Tower first?
Let's do it.
I really like this UI.
Me too. I was literally going to say that. It's one of my favorite UIs we've done. It's so like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so artistic and colorful.
Yeah, it's like the stained glass
Yeah.
kind of. Oh, it's fantastic.
It's really pretty.
So Secrets of the White Tower. What is Secrets of the White Tower?
So this is again us really kind of narrowing down on Teclis's spell casting, and yeah.
Oh, hold on, we're in the way. Hold on.
We're in the way.
Hold on, I'll swap us. There we go.
Aha.
There we go. Now they can see it.
Nice. We're out the way.
So yeah, mirroring Teclis's spellcasting.
Yeah.
And all of the different chambers of the tower.
Exactly.
So we won't go through absolutely all of them, but I mean these ones are all. You can tell what they're going to be doing, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be getting some big spells for a few turns to be able to use.
Exactly.
They're pretty good panic buttons.
Yeah.
All of these then are split into these repeatables and single use. So I think the single uses are similar throughout, right? So it's getting lords and heroes, and these are stacked.
Yeah.
So is it 5 each time?
I'm not sure, you know.
I think it might be. And then recruit ranks, but then up here is really where you've got the more unique.
Yeah, so this is the one that
gives
gives you like the big powerful abilities on your armies.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's always good to kind of save some of that resource just so that if you see a big battle coming,
Yes.
get one of these going, and then you've got some really cool stuff.
And I think so. We've got you've usually got Cataclysm spells in the first 2 slots, and something just really thematic. This I have found. I don't tend to use hero actions that much, as people on chat have seen and shouted at me for. I have used a lot of hero actions with my Teclis campaign because of this. I really enjoy being able to do what I want and know it's going to work.
I mean, there's definitely a cohort of the player base that just don't, I think, really utilize agent action. So maybe this will convince some people. Yeah,
it's a fun way to do it, and also a lot of these interacting with magic in a really cool way makes you feel like you are that master magician.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that's his unique feature, but. We heard that people thought it was a bit odd that you either had to choose to fight lizard men or that you had to go down and have this massive battle in the Chaos Wastes, even though Katniss doesn't really live here. He's on holiday.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the High Elf colonies, right? Yeah. In the Fortress of Dawn,
So what we've allowed is the ability to go back.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, so we know that people really like this, kind of, as we call it, the dual start pause. And yeah, now Teclis also has this.
Yep.
So he can, if you're one of those people that really didn't kind of want to play in this area, naturally now you can go back to Safari. So
it's up to you how much you want to commit to, if you want to take him all the way back, or if you just want the ability to go and battle there.
Exactly.
Or you can go, no, I'm staying. I've got work to do. There's another person claiming to be the best spellcaster down here.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yes, you can go up and find actually just how Slaanesh corrupted everything's become since you left.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the donut, it can get pretty brutal up here. So
yeah, it really can.
It can, it can turn into a pretty tough campaign, kind of returning home. But equally so, I know that people really like also, having different lords start in different parts of the world. So it's nice to have that option, right?
So he's back, and then he's gonna, what has gone on?
Yeah, what is going on here? It's just that meme of that guy coming through the door and everything's on fire, right? It's.
I left you for 5 minutes. I let you in my tower for 5 minutes, and now here we are.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So that is. Let me check our list of things that we're going through. So that is a lot of the faction changes that we had. I think I will quickly pop back just to see if there were any. Tyrion skills that we wanted to call out. But otherwise, I think we'll be ready to start talking about Aislinn.
Yeah, we can have a look at the front end effects and then jump into a campaign.
Got to make sure I load my turn 1 save, otherwise who knows what will happen if I actually restart a campaign. There's a question about if the AI are using sea lanes, which I don't know if you would know the answer to off the top of your head.
So we did talk about this back when we very first added sea lanes, it was extremely complicated to make the AI use sea lanes, so we decided against it for a number of reasons, not just the difficulty, but also we didn't want the AI kind of popping up and appearing out of nowhere. So the AI don't use sea lanes. However, there is one caveat with Aislinn where he does use a sea lane.
Okay.
Which we can talk a little bit more about when we.
Yep. So AI Aislinn will be.
He will use a sea lane.
I haven't played non-Tides of Torment Tyrion, in a long time.
Me neither.
So I don't know. Other people might be seeing exactly what's new here. And, you know, I'll look at the chat and see if someone goes, oh my gosh, that Wrath of Cain ability is brand new.
I mean, another caveat, I didn't do any of this.
No, you are,
so I
you are
don't
here
know
for
either.
Aislinn.
Yeah, for Aislinn.
Yes. So if you're seeing something new, you know, there's something new. But otherwise, yes, I think the most fun I've had with Tyrion has been using a lot of these abilities. So let's hop off back to the main menu. Okay. Should we show off the campaign screen and then do a battle?
Yeah. Let's jump into...
As I hold Gal Maraz, I am ready.
Yeah.
We must preserve this work.
Yes.
Ulthuan's
So yeah, Sea Lord
enemies
Aislinn.
shall be drowned.
So yeah, on the faction effects, we mentioned kind of his core feature set,
Yep.
which is the Assert Domination. We'll jump into that, obviously. But yeah, there's a couple of things you can see on here, which is that Aislinn can also now issue provincial commandments without owning the entire province. That is going to be because we are in the way again.
That's all right.
And now we have moved. Well, hey.
That's all right.
So yeah, he can issue commandments without owning the entire province. That's because, as you'll see later on, his colony feature kind of makes that necessary. Improved sea navigation. So if you can hover over that, sorry, I say that
I'm taking a big swing.
just as you grab it.
Yeah. What was I?
Improved sea navigation. So
Yes.
a couple of things that benefit Aislinn now, because he is obviously the master of the sea. So sea lanes for him have no journey duration at all. He can instantly go through them, which is really great. And he has the missed landing stance, which we'll look at. So yeah, loads of sea focused stuff as you would expect from Aislinn. And then as you can see from his Lord effects, similar again.
And also the provincial commandments without a province has been really. I thought it was a bug the first time I saw it. I didn't realise it was a faction effect.
Yeah.
But that's also been really cool of being able to just take one specific bit. I would say the abilities here, I think, undersells his other ability that you get through his tech tree, which I think people saw in the little snippet, the 100% range.
Oh yeah.
We'll show that off later, but that is.
Yeah.
I love turning my archers into artillery. Right. I set up a battle. I've not played this battle.
Oh really? Okay.
I don't know if I am going to win this battle. But I thought we'd show off a battle and just show off some of the new units. I believe, fingers crossed, the elves have long ears in this build.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because I got this build made this morning, and I'm pretty sure they have long ears. So we're going to zoom in on them, and if their ears aren't long, we're just going to zoom right back out.
It'll just end stream right there.
Yes, we will. That'll be it. People asking to see the map and victory conditions. We will make sure that we show those off.
Yep.
So, luckily these guys have got helmets on. Where are my ship's company? Here they are. What are those? Those are looking like long ears. Okay, all good. So we've got ship's company here.
Extra pointy.
Really nice shields.
Yes. Yeah, I like the ship's company. They're very nice.
I think the context that people will get from them as well, and it's I probably think why they're maybe one of my favourite units we've made is because their stats are not good, right? But they stack with Aislinn, like the techs, and they build them up. They become like the best unit in your army.
Yeah.
It feels so thematic to be like, this is my ship's company, and they're coming with me from the very start to the end.
Yeah. I mean, Northern Sea Guard might have a word to say about becoming the best, but we'll look at them later.
Well, they don't have arrows, so they'll have to be second
true.
best at some point.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like they kind of start off as like a tier 1 chaff unit.
Yeah.
And that's probably, largely what they will be for most other high elves as well.
Yeah.
However, as you kind of might expect, in the hands of Aislinn, ship's company can become pretty decent unit for what they are.
So we've got them. They have the Regiment of Renown version as well, who forego their shields.
Yep.
With some lovely axes, very white, but I imagine will be quite blood splattered. Although Nurgle, do they bleed? Is it like green blood?
Do they?
I don't know. Find out.
I thought you were telling me.
No, I don't. Like demons don't bleed.
Dropping some lore knowledge there.
I think these guys actually look really nice on the kind of frosted ground as well. It kind of suits them.
Yeah, you've picked a very thematic.
I have.
Yeah, it's very colourful. But yeah, I like these guys. They've all got different heads as well, which is cool.
I'll tell you what. I know I said that ship's company were my favourite of the DLC. I have a replay that I will not show of me using just these guys in an army and like just some sky cutters.
Yeah.
They are so much stronger than I expected them to be.
Yeah.
Like, but the looks of them, I think in my head associate them as like cavalry.
Yeah.
Like they're okay cavalry, but they are like the speed makes them great for flanking and ambushing, and they are tough.
Oh yeah.
This may be one of my favourite units to use, especially with Aislinn, who can buff them up.
Yeah.
Right, we got some perfect timing for the
There you
birds
go,
to pop in. So we've got the bolt throwers, which obviously can switch between their two types of ammo.
Yeah.
Really cool to be able to flank an enemy with artillery
Yeah.
and hit them from behind or the sides to get
Yeah.
those spread across.
Yeah, I mean, just mobile artillery. I mean, like, they're taking mobility to the next level as well. It's just, you can really use those to do some damage.
And the father of the ocean is here behind
Yeah,
him.
daddy.
He's got very... I was going to say it's a horn, but it's not, is it?
I don't know, is that like a hairstyle? I don't know what you would call that.
Oh, it's a horse trapped in it. Sometimes if you look, you can see, like, hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but yes,
snack there.
the sea elemental, again, like, I guess kind of the leveled up version of these guys.
Pretty much.
The split up ability, it's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Just when they think they've got him.
Yeah.
No,
Then he turns into
Yeah.
something equally not as nice.
They
which
kind
is
of
ocean
pop
Race.
out of him, and then it's another really, like, a tough tier 3 unit coming out.
Yeah.
Really fun to use. And obviously, people may have spotted he has a spell, a single-use spell attached to him, right? Which is from the Lore of Mists.
It is.
I mean, I've also got a Merworm.
Just casual Merworm.
Where is he? There.
So this is my favourite. Just because there's, I think, like, particularly in our game now, there's a little bit of history behind
Yeah.
the Merworm, right? Because, you know, the Merworm was obviously a kind of a big part of the Vampire Coast. You know, being one of the big bads in the storyline. And now to actually see him in-game.
And very big.
And very big.
You'd hate to be the elf stood here. Like, the amount of spit on the back of your head.
Yeah, I had quite a lot of trust as well. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if I would trust him to not eat meat, but...
As long as Aislinn's there, he'll behave.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Merworm kind of incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Really great unit. I saw, yeah, I think it was one of our QA had a... No, it wasn't even QA, it was a designer, Matt, I think it was, and Sophia had a Doom stack of Merworms. He'd played to like turn 300 or something and was running around with a stack of these. And it's like-
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to point out as well, the Abyssal Cloak has been quite useful.
Yeah,
A lot of these bigger monsters suffer.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is like, I know it's called the lore. It's the lore of arrows. Like, it's
Yeah.
so good for ranged.
Yeah.
I think we've got a couple other things before we move on to him, but like, I love that. I haven't put all of the units into this because we've got the content creators going to be showing off loads of battle footage over the weekend.
Cool.
So I wanted to leave some stuff for them to dig into.
Yeah.
But this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you'll be able to see our content creators playing not just High Elf battle stuff, but they'll also be playing Norska and
Nice.
Slaanesh. So we'll see
Okay.
all
Jeez, everything.
of the content,
Yeah.
of the content from battle.
Will be done.
There was a new regiment of renown for the Swordmasters.
damn.
They are very strong.
Yes.
Like they're not the last regiment of renown that you unlock, but they feel like a real strong, being able to hold the line, deflect shots. Do they know what? No, they do.
Swordmaster of
They
I mean-
just deflect them better.
Yeah, Swordmasters of Hoeth are strong anyway.
Yeah.
The
So,
Regiment of Renown is, yeah, kind of pretty crazy.
so we can see the kind of additional effects they've got there, right?
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, you do unlock these much later
Yeah.
in the campaign just because they're so strong.
And they are very. That's why I brought them, because I thought we're up against so many Nurglings and like Chaos Warriors, and I thought having something with some really nice armor piercing would cut through.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let the battle play just to show some of the animations, like the combat animations, but I'm not gonna fully play this. All right, guys. So just
Well, you might have to if you don't want to lose.
I don't care if
I looked at your Nurgle army earlier and it was...
Look.
It's not the weakest.
Here's what I'm gonna do. If I start to lose, I'm just gonna end the battle.
To be
And
fair,
then
you have ranked up all of your... Well, not
I
all of
did.
your- a lot of your
Yeah, I
units.
wanted to show some of the differences in, for example, like the ship's company
Yeah.
of how they change. I'm going to just have a big front line and then I'm going to shoot them, and that's going to be my plan. We'll show some of the Lore of Mist as it's being used, I think, but I don't want us to have to sit around too much and just kind of point at things. It'd be nice to get into some campaign gameplay. I did not play another 60 turns in one day to get that save for nothing. Annoyingly, they're out of range. Or are they?
Or are they?
because really, what's the point in having archers if you could have artillery? Do you think that will hit them? I think that will hit them. Yeah? Let's try it. There we go. So their range is now pretty far, and they are pretty deadly. This is just like the standard Sea Guard with this ability, and they are incredibly strong. When you start to use it on your like campaign ones, you get just that initial firing salvo that can deal some real damage to what's coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're like me, I think like you, where you like just lining up Sea Guard, watching them just shoot and then also holding their own in melees, then, Aislinn is the man for you. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 units gone, and that is 1 use.
Yeah.
So he's gone. They're not going to be able to use it again for the rest of the battle, and there is no way to get another use of it, so you've got to time it well.
You do, just as they're about to, charge in,
Yeah.
You can really just start shooting them early with that, and then...
I forgot that he's a spellcaster and he's doing some nasty damage. One thing I often time it with, if I'm trying to kill a lord, which I'll do now, is sticking something like this on them. So missile block chance reduction is really, really tasty when you've got a big unit like that that can be hit easily.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of synergies here, right? You can see with the range from Aislinn.
So now they're going to be able to just chip him down a lot easier.
Yeah.
And how long's that got left? 10 seconds on him. Oh, there you go. I love my pocket Oceanids as well. That's my panic button. So we've got a little sky. He's got on a Sky Cutter. I thought that'd be nice for him. He can be on a Great Eagle. We have Aislinn. I also put him on a Sky Cutter, but he can be on a Star Dragon. A dragon?
Yes.
A dragon of some sort.
Of some sort.
I love the combat animations for this thing when it's like doing massive. There you go. Massive ripples and knocking stuff back. Also, and like these guys having the little version of it as well. Do they bleed? Is that what we're learning? Yeah, that's blood. Just the mortals. I've got some on my screen there. But the bolt throwers now, they've got dropped off a cliff. I mean, I could flank them and start firing some artillery into their flanks, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can see the strategies, right, of this kind of mobility. Is you can bring them behind the line.
Yeah.
And then really just start firing into their flank with artillery units.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain how strong that can be.
Oh, big slam. And then you've got the little ones over here trying to emulate.
Yeah, little air quotes.
Yeah,
relatively.
little is in twice the size of an elf.
Yeah.
Those Nodons are not having a good time, I don't think. And then we've got the Merlin over there.
They always remind me of the wacky inflatable flailing arm tube man.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Do you know what? It actually feels a bit sad to have the Merworm killing the Plague Toads. A bit like, the children of the worm.
Yeah.
But he's doing some big body slams. Kagath's just kind of having to watch all of this go down. I suspect not very happy about it all.
No.
These guys, they're firing artillery into the flanks. Any other? Do you know what? We can. I really love the animation for the Oceanids spawning in, so we can show what that looks like as they come to flank. Whoa! It's a big wave. And then they can come on in. So yeah, this is a really great way to both debuff enemies against missiles and also to help your guys out, right? A lot of vigor in these kinds of abilities, so either reducing the enemy or getting back some for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think as well, what I found quite interesting is Adriel Shroud, the overcast version heals.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a risk in it. And it's costing you, over double what it would. But I like the idea of overcasting having not just as a lot of the others do, like extended, but then you see like spreading.
Yeah.
It being like a different version.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of Lorem just because it has so much utility.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do with it. Both, like you said, buffing, debuffing.
Yeah.
It can do a bit of healing, can do some damage.
Yeah. I see people said as well the music's lovely. We can't hear it.
We can't. We don't have any sound here.
No.
We're just listening to you, unfortunately.
Oh, some taken. He also does have his ability, right, Iron-Handed Captain, which is a great way for if someone does break, and especially those ship's company right at the start, being able to bring them back.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I said early on, ship's company maybe a little bit chaff, but if you can keep them going, rank them up, and then start getting some buffs from your skill tree and such, then.
Yep. Chaff that has to learn that it's there to die. It's there to hold the line so the archers can get shots in.
Yeah.
Right. I I'm going to. Oh, do you know? They can watch me go back to the main menu. I'm not going to hide that. I've got nothing to hide.
It's a valiant defeat.
Oh yeah, we'll sort.
Put it on his record.
Oh god, if someone started doing that, I would not enjoy it. All right, let's see. So we're going to boot into the campaign. I saw can archmages choose Law of Mists? I don't believe they can. I don't believe there is an archmage for the Law of Mists.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just the Mist Mage.
Yes. Who is their own special, I think a tier 3 building to recruit?
I think it's 3. Yeah, I think it's 3.
So this is my Aislinn campaign.
Okay.
I've told you a little bit about it,
Yep.
but I'm just gonna catch people up to speed. So I played about 60 turns. This is my, I think, like 5th or 6th Aislinn campaign. I've not tried to play as though I have played 5 or 6 times and know exactly what I want to do, but I have also played like I know what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
So Aislinn, I think they saw it in the video yesterday, starts down here.
Yeah, so what you won't see, obviously, in Josh's campaign is, Aislinn does start down in the Eastern Islands, and he will start kind of more in the south. And what we've done now is we've changed the starting position of this this province. So the vampire pirates essentially have came and taken over when Aislinn kind of appears here. So what we've, the design direction of Aislinn was always that he's the sea police, right?
Yep.
He is sailing the seas, kind of protecting the High Elves and dealing with any of the threats towards the High Elves. So naturally, you got the vampire coast who have come here, taken over a colony. Aislinn gets called in, and that's kind of where your campaign starts. Aislinn will have to reconquer the Eastern Isles.
Yep.
So that's what Josh has done here. Once you've done that, you've kind of got like this nice little narrative intro for Aislinn. And after you've completed that, then boom, you'll unlock Aislinn's unique sea lanes.
Yep.
So obviously, as people know, the Eastern Isles are quite isolated, a little bit away from the world, which is nice, makes it very defensive, but it also makes it a bit of a pain to get anywhere. So what Aislinn can do, because he's a master of the seas, he has these unique sea lanes which can take him to a number of places. So he's got these 3, but also if you go slightly south, so you've also got this one which can take you to Cathay. So that one was previously a little bit further south. I've moved it a bit north. So you can also go to Cathay through that sea lane if you really want. But the 3 primary ones that Aislinn can unlock can take you either to Ulthuan, you can go to the coast of Lustria next to the Vampire Coast, or you can head to near Teclis.
And you do get, which I really, really enjoyed, it'll be one of the first ones, right? You get specific missions depending on where you've chosen to go, with little rewards and some supplies to help.
Exactly. So the narrative, when you guys get a chance to play through this, it'll introduce you to why Aislinn is there, and then you'll kind of start to understand actually the wider story as to what Aislinn's going to have to deal with throughout his campaign, which is a pending invasion of Ulthuan, essentially. And you need to find out what's going on with that, and essentially prevent it. And once you've unlocked these sea lanes, then you'll get a chance to really make a decision, and the game will pop you up a dilemma and even let you say where do you want to go in the world, and it'll then give you kind of a mission associated with where you want to go. So
kind of a choose your sandbox, right?
Yeah, it's a really very sandbox campaign. So if that kind of floats your boat, you're really gonna like Aislinn, I think, because you can go all over the world quite quickly, and also then you start pairing on top of that with Aislinn's abilities that he gets instant travel time in sea lanes, and he can even get effects where he essentially you can unlock bonuses throughout the campaign where he gets AP after he leaves the sea lane, which means you can really start zooming around and kind of travel in the world. Yeah,
and you can also buff that up with the buildings, right? So start to help him get massive momentum as he's popping around the world. So to talk about some of the settlements before we dart around, what we've got here is 2 outposts and a colony. Right?
Yeah, so that's the 2 primary kind of types of occupation that you can kind of imagine for Aislinn. Number 1, he can establish sea patrol outposts. So Aislinn, when he conquers a territory, what he can do is he can give it back to another High Elf. And in doing so, that High Elf will then own that territory, but Aislinn will establish a sea patrol outpost in that territory as well. And the primary purpose of the sea patrol outpost is both to defend the territory, so you can kind of build a strong garrison building there, if you want, and then also elven trade, which is one of the key resources for Aislinn, which you need to collect from the outpost.
And you can see as well, he's got special landmarks.
He does.
What I really like is these landmarks are different depending on where you've chosen to build them, right?
Yeah.
So an outpost, I don't know why I'm pointing with my hand. An outpost versus a colony is going to give you different effects.
Yeah, exactly. So these landmarks, this is again a really good bit of like iteration in the design, where landmarks, obviously, as you expect, mostly can just be built in settlements you own. However, players were kind of finding, when QA I'm talking about players, they was kind of finding, actually, if I gift this settlement, then I can't build the landmark there, and I feel like I'm missing out. So now with Aislinn, these colony landmarks, you can either build them in the colony itself, or if you gift the settlement, you can also build them in your sea patrol outpost. And it's kind of up to you, and you'll get different effects depending on where you build them.
Yes, we and some of the effects as well. So I actually didn't build this landmark until a few turns ago, which will become evident when we go around the map. But the ability to knock up some elven colonies quite quickly as well, because you only start with the one, right? So being able to go somewhere and then spend some of those.
Yeah.
So started here, and then I went all the way to Lustria. Took the Star Tower, made that my next colony, which again has the kind of dual ability on the landmark.
Yeah.
The drowned, they weren't. Luther Harkon wasn't too happy to see me, but he's gone now.
Yeah.
So what's happened. I put Teclis back there for old time's sake.
Yes, I really like this kind of direction. I think going to Lustria is my favorite, just because you get to fight the Vampire Coast, and it just feels, again, Aislinn is the sea police essentially, right?
Yeah.
So, you really want to hunt down those pirates.
Oh, I will say as well, just to call it out, because it looks like we've got some sort of dev thing on, but the Heralds of Civilization tech is different for him. So that's what's giving me access to view all sea regions.
Yeah.
So I know what people are doing around here, just to make sure. So I was thinking at that point that I would take more of Lustria over, make it a bit of a haven. But I saw on the Patrons of the Realm that we were doing very, very badly in Ulthuan. So I sailed up. I took the Galleon's Graveyard on the way because Noctilus was doing severe damage. And then I came in and settled here, just so I had a base of operations. And then I helped cleanse the ring here of all of the Slanesh, and I think I left a few things. Like I mostly defeated the armies and let Tyrion mop up the rest.
So I was kind of seeing that you've gifted a lot to Eltharion on the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
On the inside, you've gone with Illyria, it looks like.
Yeah,
with this, like a bit of Tyrion here and there.
So one thing to bear in mind as well is that when you go to gift something, if an elf has already got something in that region, they're the ones you give it to.
Yeah. So a province.
Yeah.
You have to gift to whoever kind of has a region already in the province.
I reckon he may have had one already,
right.
And he managed to then get so much free from me because he already had one. But yeah, helped them secure here, and then from there, I've been interacting with the Patrons of the Realm.
Nice.
So I've made where I put Aislinn, there he is. I put him down here because I wanted. He's on a dragon, so Wallbreaker for dragons. I thought it would be nice. I do want him. we were speaking about it before. I do really want him here.
Yeah.
But Teclis, he's a good lad. Like he's not done anything wrong. And it would feel mean to usurp him.
Yeah, but
absolutely nothing.
Range on Seaguard, that's just. I think that might be my favourite stat at the moment.
So what I could do is leave here, right? And then. Oh, okay, we're leaving there, and then I guess in a turn we'll be able to start to steal that and see what we can do. I could have recruited a new lord to put there and then transfer to myself. That would have been smarter.
Yeah.
But no, this is the Rally Point Live where we live and die by the mistakes that we make. So people may notice we're in like a global war. It's World War Elf over here. I think all of the elves are at war with all of the elves, and I have decided to pop up and see how I can end this war. In Court Unity, you'll see. So I have the ability, and we will do it at some point during the stream, to confederate with Elariel, but our poor friend, Alathanar, is dead.
Oh dear.
In fact, you can see that here.
He is dead.
But what I love is this little little prompt here: revive this faction by
Yeah.
going here and reinstating them. So what we're going to be doing is bringing back Alef Thanar and then trying to survive all of the Dark Elves trying to kill him. Our goal is to bring him back and have him be the champion of defeating the Dark Elves.
Nice.
So I will say as well, because we will do a confederation. Confederation does work a little differently. It's not they become part of your faction.
Yeah.
It's that a secondary faction is made that you have very high relationship with, that is forming of all of the ones that you put in, right?
Yeah, so we should explain the colony feature essentially, right? So Aislinn does have occupation. He's not like entirely a horde. Obviously, he can give settlements and make those outposts. However, he can own territory, and those are his colonies. However, he is limited in those amount of colonies that he can occupy.
Yep.
And because of that, like when you then, if you imagine Tyrion owns all of Ulthuan, and you confederate him, we don't want to just suddenly give you like 20 extra colonies. That essentially breaks the feature, right? So there's a confederation faction, which if you confederate someone, it'll get handed over to them. And then they will kind of be the caretakers of those territories.
Yes.
But you will still get like the lords. So you'll still get Tyrion and all of the. You can collect them, all of the lords that you want.
And I think we'll talk about this a little bit more in depth later. But what's quite nice about this is you kind of have the choice how much you want to be focused on colonies.
Yeah.
Versus, so you can see for me, I've got a bit of outpost stuff, especially to help me with elven trade, but I've mainly gone for dragon ships.
Yeah.
I want to make Aislinn as strong as possible.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll keep trundling through. We'll talk a little bit about the relationship between elven trade and dragon ship supplies as we start to take some outposts, and we can explain what those do.
Yeah.
We can hope that there's not too many battles that go awfully against us.
Yeah.
I will show now. We will talk about the tech tree, but the Sea Guard are insane with Aislinn.
Yeah. Yeah, we did see some people were worried.
Yeah.
Does Aislinn buff Sea Guards
Yeah,
enough? Yes, he does.
So I've got all of his unique skills. I think it's this one. So that is this one. So there we go. So missile strength plus 10%. It's working well with them. It's not just for them though, right? It's where we start to get down. Oh, there you go. So Stalk for Lothran Sea Guards. So a lot of this stuff is within his, not just his tech tree here. What's the one that I'm looking for? But you can see as well, they're buffing up some of the other units and the DLC units.
Yeah.
Where you get them, obviously I have gone down the red skill, is a lot of these techs.
Yeah, so the techs can really buff the Sea Guard. This is, you would have seen a while ago, we showed that new High Elf tech tree. Aislinn also has that, but he has this third section for the Sea Patrol.
Yep.
And in here you need to spend the Elven Trade resource.
Yes.
And then you can get some unique but pretty powerful buffs. So that's one of my favorite techs in the top right. Yeah, this was kind of I was playing a campaign, and I don't know if maybe chat can let me know if they also kind of feel like this. But when you start off and you get the unshielded Sea Guard, or there are other versions, right, of unshielded units. And then you kind of get attached to them and you build them up and they get high rank. And then eventually you unlock the shielded version. And you're like, I really want them to have shields, but
you've got loads.
Yeah, but I've got these existing guys. So now I just added this technology, which allows you to upgrade all of your existing Sea Guard to shielded versions. So you kind of, you can maintain the attachment you have to those old guys.
And what's quite nice about that is the very first tier of the colony docks allows you to recruit Lothran Sea Guard, right?
Yeah.
So on my campaign, I spend a couple of turns sitting here because it's going to take a while till he can recruit them.
Yeah.
But that dock lets you get some in your army quickly.
Yeah.
But yes, the text as well. What I like is this is not gold.
Yeah.
For the other elves, it's gold, but for him, it's elven trade. Mm-hmm. And there's other stuff in here for the Lothran Sea Guard.
Yeah.
I think I've said Lothran. I've said it differently every single time.
Yeah.
There's going to be some supercut of that looks awful, but there's some stuff here as well. Like you start to, it's your choice to invest in them.
Yeah.
Right. The more you invest in the Sea Guard and in the ship's company, the better they get.
Yeah.
So this is why I haven't got these because I wanted to get them on stream. I love these skills.
Yeah.
So Ladriel's Grace, yeah, like the ability to take your ship's company and to invest a bunch of elven trade into them
Yeah.
to make them incrementally better the longer they spend with you.
Yeah.
I think that is so thematic to the idea of you have your consistent crew
Yeah.
who you're traveling around with. You really feel it when a ship's company unit dies because
Mhm.
they've got all of these extra buffs and bonuses
Yeah.
that are now gone.
Yeah.
And you've got to build up a new unit up to that level. I really, really love that.
I would really suggest you name your units when you're playing. As
Oh
Aislinn,
yeah, all of the company.
just because you can get some really thematic stuff going.
And you can see like that this is this is not a tier 1 unit.
Not
Like,
anymore.
this is
Not
the,
anymore.
60 turns in. I've not fully focused in on, like, as you see, we're going to get those techs. I've got a decent amount, about 400 a turn I'm getting. I am spending some of it to try and get money,
Yeah.
and spending some of it to get dragon ship supplies because I want us to make a new dragon ship and show the audience that.
Yeah.
But I am desperate to start getting some of those techs that are going to upgrade them just so we can have that really strong front. Right. Someone said, does the tech tree actually have changes, or is it just display changes?
No, it has changes. Yeah.
We didn't go through every single one of them, but yeah, there's a good amount of change in here.
Yeah.
Right. I'm very quick looking at the chat. If someone's got lucky that this is the moment I've looked. Oh, camera was hiding the tech effects. Where am I there? Which tech was that it was hiding? This one? Ah. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. I don't know if that hid both of them. But yeah, the ability to increase their melee defense and
so
to increase their melee attack.
Bonuses, per their rank. So you can kind of think of it as like double investment, right? You can invest here, and then if you keep the unit and keep upgrading them, then you get the benefits.
Yep.
So.
Right. Someone asked if we could show some of the other dragon ship admirals. We will get there. We do have one other who's currently recruited. A very brave man.
He is very brave.
Elf. Very brave elf.
Yeah, not a man. Correct.
And they do have some interesting traits with them as well.
Yep.
So obviously giving me sea attacks, but I like this guy because he makes everything a little cheaper, and that's what you really want from a second army, especially as it's all forces in the circle.
Yeah.
We should probably give him some things.
Definitely give him some things.
He deserves. I mean, that's not useful, really, is it? Unless
No.
That's just for him, isn't it?
That's for the character.
Yeah, I don't want that. I actually, as you can see, have been a bit of a hog, and Aislinn has practically everything good that I like.
No, that's how I do it. Just give it to your main guy, and then...
Oh, this was the one I was looking for. I don't know if that's on Aislinn. Oh, no, it's on the Mist guy with him, but that's where that range is coming from,
Right, yeah.
as well, is the Admiral Spyglass, which you get from that initial...
That initial mission, yeah.
And the Mask of the Murlord is the one he gets from his quest.
Yeah.
Which is... that ability, Mask of the Murlord. We will see in battle. We won't spoil what that does. Cool. Shall we bring back Alathanar and then play around with some mechanics?
Let's do it.
So Mist Landing we're going to use here,
Yep.
which I think there was a bit of confusion about how it works, and I think it just needs to be seen to really understand. I can only attack places that I can get to. Luckily, I can attack from sea, right?
Yeah.
I can't attack here. That's going to take me quite a while to get there. Or is it?
Or is it?
Because he has the ability, it's kind of like a strike from the sea, because you can only do it from the sea, right?
Exactly.
Of, I'm here.
Yeah.
You're going to have to deal with me now. So it's his invasion landing moment.
Yeah.
And we will auto-resolve that. Not because I'd be embarrassed to lose it, but because it's not the right time to unveil how strong I've tried to make those Sea Guard. So here we've got the outposts.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to choose who we want to give it to.
Yeah, so one thing to mention with this is obviously you've met most of the High Elves. However, when you start as Aislinn, you can only gift, through the user domination feature here, you can only gift these regions to High Elves that you know. So that will be, I think it's Teclis and Imric to start with.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And that's when getting the tech that lets you see is very, very, very useful.
Exactly.
Unfortunately,
He's dead.
he's dead. We can't give it to him. But we weren't going to give it to him anyway, because we're going to reinstate him.
Yes.
We're bringing him back.
Rise.
All right, he better be thankful. So, the monoliths have been returned to the High Elves. And from here... Oh, there. Oh, no.
This is beneath.
I could have just started at turn 1, you know.
You've brought him back. Is he going to last very long?
Yeah, it could have just been turn 1. So I did go down the reg tree, and again, like I really, especially as we're trying to encourage leveling up a consistent unit, but that synergizes really nicely. But he is on a dragon, so it would be nice to start giving him some extra bits. Would you finish off here, or would you just start down for...
So Aislinn, I think we said this in the video recently, but it's very true, which is Aislinn is a bit of a beast in the front line. So I do really like... I definitely get the army buffs first.
Yeah.
As long as you've covered the Lothern Sea Guard,
I have everything, but also I... where are they? I do really, really love Oceanids.
Yeah.
That's why I got Silver Torrent.
Yeah.
As a sorry for not getting Master Strategist. But maybe we... I mean, he's already pretty fast. You know.
You've got him on a mount, right?
He's on a dragon. I mean, 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's go for it.
And then here we've got the Mist Mage, who I've got all the spells. I've got all the spells upgraded. They do have some unique abilities, so this is one if you want to use them more as an agent.
Yeah.
But then some abilities to help out your army, especially in the early game here, with being able to hide my Oceanids.
Yeah, if you want.
I really like Oceanids. Okay, I should have gone for increased mobility, but actually I find Aislinn has a good amount of mobility.
Yeah, Aislinn, I think, is one of the most mobile lords, particularly when you're kind of using him like you just did to strike from sea.
Yeah.
Because he has a load of like movement buffs on sea. So even like I played a campaign with Aislinn when I went to Cathay, and obviously you've got the really like thick rivers in Cathay, which you can use to like travel up and benefit from Aislinn's movement.
Oh, that's really strong.
And it's so nice to go to Cathay with Aislinn just to use that.
Do I want to? I mean, recruitment capacity would be nice. I don't intend on losing anyone. So maybe we should start. Maybe we should start working up here.
Fighting words.
And you can see as well, some of these are blocked off because they're going to need some of the Aesir dominations.
Exactly. So this is one of the core, I guess, like aspects of Aislinn is both in his outposts, his colonies, and his dragon ships. One of the core things that the Aesir domination unlocks do is they give you additional buildings within all three of those places.
Right. Someone's asking if Aislinn can only have 5 dragon ships. Yes, but you're going to have to work to get 5 dragon ships.
Yeah, exactly. So these are like, the really big, powerful ships, right? Which, not only are they powerful themselves, but they can enhance other armies around them.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, the lore of the dragon ships, they're built from a material called starwood. And I think it was, I can't remember who it was. Someone essentially destroyed the starwood forest in the lore. Might have been Slanesh, might have been Dark Elves, can't remember. I'm sure chat will tell me. But the starwood forest was, gone, and they couldn't gather any more starwood. And starwood was what was used to build these massive dragon ships. So essentially, the dragon ships that they have is the dragon ships they've got to a large extent with the High Elves. So these are like really big, powerful things that there's kind of 5 of them in the world at the moment. And as Aislinn, you're not necessarily like building them. You're just kind of, the admiral of that dragon ship is somewhere in the world, and you're saying, hey, come join me. We need to go and deal with this pending Dark Elf invasion.
Yep. I think as well the other thing about dragon ships is there is a push and pull between these two currencies, right? So dragon ship supplies, you can see I'm doing very well on growth. I just don't have the supplies to use it, right?
Yeah.
So it's if I had 5 dragon ships, I could afford 2.
Yeah. So this is, I think what you're talking about here is this is like a core component of the campaign, which is you have a lot of different things going on. You've got trade, you've got dragon ships, you've got the supplies for dragon ships, you've got the gold economy, right? You've got the dedication and the Aesir domination, and then within all of these, you can really push down like a particular direction.
Yep.
So if you were to start this over and you were to say, actually, I really want to focus much more on getting dragon ship supplies and having a lot of dragon ships, then you could do that. But that might be at the cost of something else, right? You might then have just like a weaker economy, or your outposts might be weaker, or something like that. So it's kind of up to you which aspect of the campaign you want to like, you can go down all of them, or you can really like focus down a particular path.
And the more you're getting, the more it's costing, right? So that the more you're upgrading your dragon ships. So the way I played this campaign so far is I converted all of my elven trade. So I'm using the colonies, right? So this building, and I cautiously went up to the 2nd level. I'm not going to the 3rd. I upgraded as many of these as possible to give me as much dragon ship supplies, but I had for the first 40 turns no spare elven trade. It's why you'll see that I had barely any of those techs.
Yeah.
I could have just focused instead on building up that and buffing up the units I've got, but at the cost of not having higher tier units.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the trade. But because this is, and that's how I would have played, but because this is a stream where I am meant to show off the DLC units, I had to get this building, which is really, really quite high up. Like, this is a lot of dragon ship supplies.
Yeah.
And especially as, you know, the construction cost is going up with all of them. So I've tried to focus massively on dragon ship supplies here.
Yeah.
But now that I've done that, I'm starting to pivot off of it. So I'm allowing this elven trade to go back into my economy and to start to be used in other ways.
Yeah.
Right. I think this person is going to have to panic save. You can see I've tried to call everyone to aid.
You've got three allies there.
I
Wow.
know.
Teclis, Imric, and Illyria.
There was a moment where it was like, oh no, Ulf 1 is going down again. So I will quickly whiz through. As it is, you know, as you hit turn 60, you get quite a lot of end turn notifications to deal with. So I'll whiz through them. Worth explaining as well, like you have this base way of getting elven trade from every outpost, but then you've got all of these different ways to specialize how you want to be getting it. Look, this is not the optimal place to have built it, but I still love the storage yards because I desperately needed to convert as much elven trade as possible. But if you get that on a place with tradable resources, I think you get a few of them and you start to really be able to pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of the things I like about Aislinn's campaign is because you really benefit from going to the locations of the like historic elven colonies, and then you benefit from like, you know, locating resources. It really kind of makes you like strategize around where you're going to go in the world, and then couple that with Aislinn's ability to go like places much more easily. It's really good like strategizing.
This is the first Aislinn campaign I've played where Imric hasn't died. So I'm really trying to help him stay alive here. He's doing so well. I'm so proud of him. Every other campaign I've played, it's why I picked him to give my first outpost to. I've had to go and save him every single time apart from this one. So glad to see he's doing well. I have noticed as well, like, obviously because I can see a lot of the world with the way that it's access to all of the seas, it's been really interesting to see the different factions that have come to rise in each one. I'd say Nagorond has pretty consistently been in the top 5. This is the first time they've been number 1.
Right.
The Man-Eaters, they have been like a top 3 faction in every campaign I've played so far. Ooh, I don't really need the influence at the moment, but I would love some movement range. So that'd be nice. And also a lot of major factions are dead at the moment, so we'll see how that plays out in the grand scheme. All right, Alathanar's back.
Nice.
He's even got a couple of people with him, so we probably need to start thinking about taking out Crone Hellebrand, right? That's the first major threat.
Yeah, I did see a lot of armies to the south as well, though. So you're kind of... Although you've got Illyrial over there.
They're at war with the Drowned, so I think there's a battle going on down here.
And you've got Illyrial backing you up, though she's heading
I don't know if Illyrial's going to do very well there.
Yeah.
As long as they're not taking... Oh no, where's that going? Well, this is going to be painful for the elves to discover. Okay, so before we do that, maybe we can spend... I've managed to save up enough Ace of Domination.
Nice.
So the way these dedications work, right, is that the cost only increases for the specific dedication.
Exactly, yeah.
So they've all got different buffs, but every time you're doing it, it's going to cost more and more to keep dedicating yourself there.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I ignored that warning and barely did anything for the colonies, but really focused in on these two.
Yeah.
Any of these a particular favourite that you think is worth getting at this point?
So there's one in the... I think it's the bottom right. This one, yeah, so this is one of the quickest ways you can get an additional dragon ship. Again, you need to bear in mind that you need the dragon ship supply economy backing this, right, to really make use of it. But this is a good place to just quickly get a new dragon ship. And when you do, are we going to unlock a dragon ship in this?
Yeah, well, we only need one more, right?
One more, okay, because then you can see there's a dilemma as well, I think.
Well, let's see...
so if you go to the one below that,
This one?
Up one.
This one?
Yeah, so there you go. This is we talked about this earlier. So you can replenish 50% campaign range when exiting a sea lane. So again, you can see like this is really going to be a big part of Aislinn's campaign is using that hub in the Eastern Isles to use those sea lanes, and you can really travel between them and make efficient use of them.
I like that this is going to give me 3 buildings that I can then choose between. But I really do feel like I'm going to need some replenishment. Whoa, that's a cool little
Very snazzy.
We will consult leaders at some point as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But for now, there we go. I got my short victory because I needed 3 dragon ships.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess players won't have seen the narrative up until now. However, you know, plug your ears now if you don't want too many spoilers. I won't spoil too much about the narrative, but like I said, there's a invasion pending on Ulth 1. Aislinn, as you know, the naval guy, has been you know, kind of been tasked with dealing with this pending invasion.
Yep.
And to do that, he's collecting all of the dragon ships, building this massive naval force with which he can then, you know, protect Ulth 1 and push back this invasion. And as you collect all of these additional dragon ships throughout the campaign, you know that a big battle is also pending, and so you can ask some of the other High Elves to come and support you in the final battle. So that's kind of what you're seeing here.
Yeah.
You can now decide between Aislinn
So
or
I
Teclis.
feel like thematically,
True,
the
you did
campaign
just
that we're
say the guy,
doing,
yeah.
I want an outpost here.
He does owe you one as well.
I want to, because now we can show off a bit of this as well.
Yeah.
So the ability to provide a garrison, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can take over
Yeah.
the entire defense of this settlement if it's attacked.
Exactly. So that's one of the core features of the Sea Patrol outposts is you get to control the garrison if the settlement is attacked.
I do love Oceanids, but how good would they be during a siege? Archers? You can never go wrong, can you?
Yeah.
And
I do
but
like,
then better archers.
yeah, though I do like that middle line just because if you have other forces in the region,
Oh yeah.
then you get that reload time and ammo, which, you know,
I mean,
can be quite nice.
especially we've got such strong Lother and Seeker. No, we'll go for Seeker. They are already insane. Is there a resource here? There is. We could get some more Elven trade. Or this one's quite interesting. Of obviously his settlement is nothing at the moment.
Yeah, like,
But,
again, strategize about what buildings you build where, right?
Yeah.
But this one would be great in Lother, not so great in
Yep.
this place.
So maybe for now we want to maybe build up some diplomatic relations with them over time.
Yeah.
And then we've got also the different core version of the outpost.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to spend this resource on a tech. It's fine. It's gone. What do we think? I like the income from... No, let's just pick semi-randomly. Okay.
Only vengeance.
Where do we want to go then? Who do you think?
I mean, there's enemies north,
Yeah,
south, east, and west. So.
Well, why don't we try and help him take this area, right?
Yeah,
So
give
we'll
him,
start
give him,
with the
give him a
shrine.
province. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
This won't go. This won't go
And
wrong.
assault.
Look at that dragon. We will show off his skills. I think I saw someone say it in the chat. We will show off his skills properly in a minute. So we could establish colony here, but I think it's nicer to just help him.
Yeah, give him his province.
Yeah.
Ulth One shall use
And
this
by doing that,
stronghold.
what we've now done is instead of him being dead down here, he's now got this little 2, and we can call on him and consult him if we need.
Yeah, so the core part of this is the more that you support these lords by gifting them regions, the more you'll progress down each of their paths,
Yep.
and then the stronger benefits you can get when you consult them.
So you've got, these are the first ones, right? The top 2. So a quick boost to your armies for a few turns, or some equipment, and you do get both of these.
Yeah.
Or you can then have a slightly stronger, like Stalking Stance, quite nice.
Yeah, so this is very thematic for each of the lords.
Yeah.
So really what I tried to do with these is give you something that is, you know, makes sense for that character.
Yeah.
So for example, Althanar, of course, is a master of ambush when you play as him. So if you want to consult him for some help, he really will kind of make you a master of ambush as well and give you his stalking stance
Yep.
for 3 turns, which is pretty cool. Similar to, you know, the other characters as well, which will give you something unique.
Yes, and then if you put some dedication behind it, so another place to spend that resource,
Yeah.
you can get something really strong for some units that are iconic for them, right?
Exactly. That would be like a permanent unlock you can only do once, but it gives you something,
Yeah.
again, like you said, thematic for those the units associated with that lord.
And you can also nicely track all of the effects that you've got going on from your Ace of Domination. I think someone in chat asked if the legendary lord dies, I guess if it dies, this is going to 0, so you're losing back. You're going backwards anyway, and then they're gone, and you're reinstating them, right?
I think it's tracked forever. So so I think the progress you make for each lord is tracked, but obviously if he's dead, you're going to need to bring him back. But
Yes.
then it will go back to the progress that you previously gained.
What news?
Well, I think we can give him. Blacklight Tower. I fear the retribution that is coming our way from the.
There's
from the
probably
Dark
some
Elves.
armies coming when you enter.
And also, right now, Alathanar is not at war with the Dark Elves because we just reinstated him.
Yeah.
But I think there's an event, right?
There is. So, yeah, one of the things I think we were finding when we were playing the game is what you could do is you could, kind of like you've just done really, is gift regions to a High Elf that isn't at war with who you took the region from, if that makes sense. However, what will happen now in the game is these factions, you know, the Dark Elves in this case, will start getting progressively more angry at the fact that you're taking their regions and giving it to someone else. And so what will, you know, has a chance of eventually happening is you'll get this event that pops up that, you know, gives you some options, but essentially the angry faction will declare on the person that you've gifted to.
Yep.
So you're going to need to kind of, be mindful of that, and then, you know, like you're doing, like stick around with Alathanar for a while just to protect him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not had a good track record, has he? He's, you know, it's gone down before. Well, my plan was to buy one of these. I've spent all of our currency. So let's instead keep going maybe down the infantry advancements. Upkeep minus 5%.
Always good.
We do have a point. So people who were asking to see some of his skills. So we got the Star Dragon here. I think I said Star Dragon.
I think you did.
I think so. I think I said a few different kinds of
I
dragon.
think you did.
Master of Mists is just my favourite ability for him, and you can get that. So that's level 13, really. You can get that, right? 12, 13. We haven't shown it yet, but the dragon ship, you have the ability to build abilities through different buildings, so he can help out there. And then First Strike, so he's better at ambushing. But really, it's this, and it's for my Oceanids. You know, that's what this is for.
Oceanid in your face.
It's to hide them in the woods.
Yeah.
You know, the waves hidden between the trees. This is really tasty as well because it's all armies faction wide, but then just this massive help to being able to kill things quickly. So those are the kind of the big skill lines from there. Obviously, there's other bits here. I think we have this on other lords, but the Master of Mists, I recommend everyone as quickly as possible get a Master of Mists. It's so fun.
You probably triggered a lot of people because you didn't get Root Marcher as your first skill.
Do you know what though? Ever since it was nerfed from, what was it, 10% to 5?
10, yeah.
I just don't. He doesn't need it.
True. I mean, Aislinn of all people might be the one that you can forgo just because he's so mobile.
He just doesn't. Oh, who tried to? How? Honestly, how dare they?
Oh, they did critically fail.
Yeah, of course they did. I'm on a dragon. What did he think would happen? Right, so we can upgrade this dragon ship here, but I think it might be more interesting to recruit a new one.
Okay.
So we'll have this guy who can, I guess, eventually come on over. I think he's got some big recruiting to do. But where do we want to recruit them? I was kind of thinking we'd set up an outpost, a colony, and recruit them there, actually. So maybe we could take Circle of Destruction.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be an easy task.
I am a queen.
Yeah, that'll be easy.
Report.
Okay, so we will...
Problems
Oh,
to solve.
I brought it up and I never assigned the point. Do you know what? Just to
This is a valuable
then
advantage.
people will never complain. All right, let's keep going. We'll show the new right as well, because that will come in handy here. I think is another help for Lother and Seaguard, because they need the help. You know.
They do.
Only 82 factions left. I saw a lot of the big factions die within the first 10 turns. You know, like
The thing is, everyone's a big faction now.
yeah. I mean, so if the Drowned are dead,
Okay, that means the Dark
That's-
Elves are winning.
yeah, and that means they're coming towards us.
I
The
knew,
wall-
yeah, and they're coming, north, south, east, and
Oh,
west.
they're coming up. Okay.
At least Illyriel has not gone south. She was.
Yeah, but so she's going to take Slaver's Point, I imagine.
She's helping. There you go.
I mean, is she? Because she was here and
you-
then she left.
you doubted her.
What went on down here? Did we at least hold?
Okay.
I don't think they're assaulting. Is it under siege? No.
No, but they've got an army there, so.
Oh, do you know what?
Elven art.
Hopefully they'll hold. Hold on, level 24. What level?
Master
Yeah, they'll be fine.
high magic.
Okay. Should we fight
Standing
and
Yeah.
show off some of these units?
Go for it. You even got the ROR Merworm.
I could not in time get the normal Merworm, but because I fought so many battles, I got the ROR version. Are they going to run? No. Okay, we'll fight this. They have more range than me.
Range v range. I mean, yeah,
It
this
is.
is.
Oh, but what they don't know is my range counts as double range.
Yeah, I don't think they have too great anti-large either, so.
No, this will be fun.
Yeah.
This will be fun. All right, let me have a quick look. Is the diplomatic influence screen the same? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
You can still use it in that way. I did use it in that way to prevent a war at one point. Is it a live showcase or pre-recorded content? I don't know if they're talking about this. This is live. I just read it out.
Yeah.
There's a question there. Why are new campaigns designed to be easy to play? I wouldn't say that's particularly the case. I think Aislinn has, if you choose to really dedicate yourself to particular parts, you can make those parts easier for you.
Yeah.
So, for example, I've dedicated myself to making the Ultimate Lotheran Sea Guard, which genuinely was a coincidence based on the community saying, "Oh, I want to see him." I had already started my way down this path.
Yeah.
But I think and because I'm leaning into that, it's helping me out. But I'd say the back and forth, especially for the first 20 turns, the trade, having to specialize it makes it really hard to build that up.
Yeah. I mean, I think with Aislinn as well, it depends, because this is such a sandbox campaign.
Yeah.
It depends where you go and what you do.
Yeah.
Like if you head to Oath 1, maybe it's going to be slightly easier than if you just head to Lustria on your own, for example. So it's kind of up to you in this campaign. How much challenge do you want?
Yeah, I think because you can stay and engage like we are right now, or we could have just left and we
Yeah.
could have said, Alathanar, you're probably dead again.
Yeah.
But we gave you a fighting chance. So I'm going to do something that you might not like, and that is I'm going to stack all of my archers so that I can get all of them buffed.
Nice.
I don't actually want to start this close to them, right? Because I have the advantage of range here.
Yeah, you want to make use of that, right?
Oh, I pressed Windows. So if I go like here, I can shoot all of them.
Yeah.
And then they have to come down the hill to get to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am going to hide my Oceanids in the forest, because it's all they know how to do at this point. But this way, when they're coming down this hill...
You can get some nice flanks on their archers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The ship's company are now, you can see, like, they are good in melee attack and defense. In fact, even the ROR, like, they've got a higher melee defense than them, which you'd hope with a shield. They don't quite compare to the ROR Blades of Hoeth.
And they are aquatic as well, so you can make use of this
Yeah.
water.
And that's a really good
which
idea.
is, some good battle map strategies here, potentially.
And that's exactly why I knew I would engage on this battle map.
Oh, it's so
as well.
perfect, yeah. You're a master, Josh.
These guys also benefit from the 100% range.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yep.
Just this massive ranged blob of death.
Yep, we really want to fight them in the water,
Yeah.
I think. All right, let's see what we've got here. Everyone gets to be in the water. Okay, so we're going to just annihilate this little squad here,
Yeah.
and then we're going to actually fight what comes down the hill.
This
That's
is where
the
they
plan.
put some magic on your blob and...
Oh, that'd be upsetting. I do also have a couple of abilities that I can use. All right,
yeah. These are the dragon ship ones, right?
they are, yeah. So, are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's get some shots off. All right, let's.
Are they
Don't.
immediately running away?
don't run.
I don't blame them.
You can run, but you can't hide. I mean,
It just... Yeah. To be fair, I mean, it's only a spearman unit, but they're facing away from you, so they
You
can't
can- I
benefit
mean,
from their shields.
look, they're trying to get away, but it's. This is a massacre in the waters. So that's. I think that's those units gone.
Yeah. I mean, they started in the worst possible place.
So now these guys are gonna come and react. I feel bad for Crone Hellebomb because things that are up in the air love to be shot by arrows,
They
and
do.
I am so ready to make sure that happens.
Yeah.
Someone said this is disgusting. I love it. Yeah, it's. I mean, it is. It's once per battle, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's. If you do this, if you stack them up like that, hey, don't chase them. All right, now we can set up a proper line,
Yeah.
and we can prepare for a battle. Although I am the attacker, that's why they ran away.
Yeah, did you attack?
Yeah, I did.
You
You know,
attack,
that was
yeah.
and I attacked just then. We're gonna stay in the water.
I mean, they might have also realised what was coming at them.
Yeah, they saw it's like 300, like the sun
Oh, yeah.
was blotted out.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the other thing for them is, right, I have a far superior range.
You do.
So we'll see how that goes for them, if they want to sit there and hope I'm going to come to them. Also, I've got
They
my...
do have the high ground, but...
They have no idea what's hiding in the woods right next to them. All my little Oceanids. Okay, so they're starting to reform. I think I'm going to force them to come to me, right? Like, if I go here, I can force them to... They're trying to, I think, use these woods and reform. I could just charge the Oceanids in.
They do have a spear, but...
But, like, these guys, they're fast.
They
Like,
are. You
I'm
can definitely flank. Yeah.
shocked at how fast they were
Yeah.
when I saw them moving.
I mean, they're just water, right? Like.
Okay, let's... Yeah, do you know what? The only character I've not been able to show, so you'll have to tune into the content creators because I didn't unlock it in this campaign, is the legendary hero.
Yeah.
That comes with this pack. They are playing. They genuinely. This is exactly what I would do if I was in this situation. Of like, they've absolutely turtled into these woods.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to go to them. That's the rules,
I
right?
have. Oh. Okay, hold on.
Hellbrand's coming in.
But let's slow her down. Right, let's not be hasty, Elveron. And let's just let things happen. I mean, that's one volley. Can I get a second off? I mean, who's gonna fight? Where's she? Is she going to these guys?
Going for your artillery.
No! Leave them alone!
I mean, it is
Dragon!
technically your artillery.
Go for it! I mean, that's a dragon.
That is a dragon.
It doesn't... I mean... Also, I've very quickly there just shown off exactly what that Mask of the Merworm's going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, they've come down the sides. Well,
Now is the time to go.
now's the time. So let's turn some around. So this thing's going to... Yeah, these guys are now deadly at focusing things down. Like the Sea Guard.
I mean, this is literally them marching into the
I
water
know,
against. Like, it's just could not be any worse for them.
I mean, they've done it right here, except for the fact that my horses have emerged from the woods behind their archers.
You're a strategic genius.
Thank you. I mean, the ROR's struggling a bit against them, so we're going to send in some support. But the Merworm, I guess, is just going to push through. They are going to hit my lines, but, like, you know, I think that initial volley did so much damage at that point. It looks like actually the battle's going to be here. But, I mean, the horses have scattered them.
Yeah.
You can trigger whatever abilities you want. I was going to call it a bombardment, but honestly, I'd kill more of my own people at that point. Do you know what? If I put it here, it might hit some as they run.
How very not Skaven of
So that's the advantage of being to effectively, like with the Vanguard deployment, ambush with my own archers.
Definitely.
So that was maybe the most disgusting battle I've played.
That was disgusting.
I have never felt bad for a Dark Elf, but those ones who were sat down there had just the worst day of their lives.
Yeah.
Can you show off some of the new lore abyss? We will. But the how good are the army abilities? So there's that one that calls in the volley, right? And
Yeah.
then the other one is incredibly useful, especially early game. It replenishes your ammo.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bunch of people running at a firing line.
In the water.
Yes.
It's basically D-Day.
That was
Like,
the perfect situation for me.
yeah.
Let's just replenish up. Oh, that was one thing I wanted to call out in the... I don't know if... I assume it's an unusual location you put in. But I got so lucky on turn 5
Yeah.
where the healer's camp popped up.
Yeah, this
so,
is one of the first ones as well, so...
So for the whole campaign, I've had +2
Good
casualty
replenishment.
replenishment rate, which is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first one that we've just kind of battered off. We don't need to... That would be a ritual humiliation, I think, at that
Yes.
point. Alright, well, we're one down. Where did Malekith go?
He was in the north. I
Oh,
think.
he might still be in Negeron. Right, well, we'll try and take... Maybe we make that into our outpost.
Yeah, I mean, if I was them, I would hide behind some walls.
Yeah, they've just... They thought they were winning this war, and then a dragon appeared on their shores. Okay,
Satisfactory improvement.
so yeah, this is my Josh Likes Archers campaign. But I would really love to make another Aislinn campaign where I fully focus in on the Oceanids, because there's a lot of buffs there that are on the table for them that I've just not really snapped up. The other thing we could have done, obviously, was the Invocation, which it helps out the Lauren Guard, it helps out the Oceanids. What is Frozen? Unable to move. That's really nice. What else has Frozen?
Probably some of the Kislev stuff, is
Yeah,
it?
I'd say that rings a bell for me. I guess we'll get this up to level 2, although we do want to make a new dragon ship. Let's hold off for now, just so we can build a few things with the new dragon ship. Also, I think it's got 1 turn. Oh, no. So I thought we'd do some of these.
Yeah?
They're always fun.
Yeah, so, like, you've got more opportunity than any campaign to start doing these.
Oh, absolutely. I ran my economy off of them for a few turns at the start because I massively over-indexed on units, and I was just going around looting. Right. I don't think we need to get involved here yet, and I'm just going to end turn and see what happens to us. Okay.
Maintain current
Can you show us the RO armor when in close? We can do that the next time we're in a battle. Yeah, I don't think he's actually really... He's only at war with one of the Dark Elves, so it'd be nice to drag everyone into my war.
Yeah, make it a true global war.
Yeah, I will say as well, this build was generated this morning, so thank you so much to the developers for doing so. I did not make this save on this build. So if anything janky happens, it is because I have tried to bring a save from a completely different build onto this one, but so far it seems to be holding up really nicely. Alright, who have we got here? Alathanar's really stuck with us, you know.
Yeah.
He's boosted up to 20 quickly, and now he's coming down. I think we go for Malekith. Is that insane?
commander of the
No,
sea
do we go Malekith or Nagarond? What's more insulting?
It depends whether... I mean, there's another army up there in the north.
I don't know
next to
where...
Ariel.
There were so many Dark Elf... Oh, no.
Oh, no, that did not go well.
So now... Okay, fortunately it's not the one that holds the... It's not the Province
Yeah, it's
capital.
not the... Yeah.
Oh, do you know what we were going to do? We were going to...
Oh, yeah, we kick... Oh, and look, Alistair has taken your old slot.
And we'll boost that up as well, because I saved up all of my influence for this.
Okay.
So now... Oh, that is... Oh, that is...
I mean, yeah, I don't even want to see that. It's going to be...
You thought it was...
of Assyrian's
Oh.
navy.
This is going to be Malekith's reckoning.
Oh, yeah.
So we could turn this place into a
Sea Guard, attack.
colony, but I think it will work better as an outpost.
Yeah.
Who have we not? Who are we close to helping out? Maybe we keep Nagaroth here just to keep their forces consolidated.
That's always a good strategy, yeah.
Augment our sphere of influence.
There we go.
Report.
And then we could go. Oh, it's hard to know which. I'm surrounded.
You are
on all
surrounded.
I think let's go down. Let's join the Elven War that's
Alright.
going on here, right? Because they are losing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can distract some attention, that'd be nice.
I mean,
don't know.
you are supposed to be stopping invasions of Earth 1.
Yeah, I am now the invasion.
What news?
Some pretty disgusting buff stacking. Yeah, I think that's what I've really enjoyed with the Sea Guard. And do you know what? We actually have enough. I'm going to move off text just to grab one of these.
Ah, you saved up.
I did. I mean, I do quite like. It's just getting almost unethical, the amount of buffs to put on one unit. And you can see I have ignored everything except Lother and Sea Guard. But maybe actually upgrading the ones in our army to have the shields might be
do they
nice.
need shields? They're not really
Nothing
getting shot.
Maybe we'll upgrade the ship's company, and I think melee defense would be nice.
Yeah.
The arrows only work as long as they don't reach them.
Yeah, good front line.
Oh,
Denied.
that's fine. Oh, that's
No.
This is fine.
unless
Yeah. It's fine.
it's fine. That's
I mean, this would be a perfect opportunity.
As it
You can start seeing where real strategies come in now, right? If you were to enlist Alathanar's help, get his ambush stance,
Yep.
and then ambush those guys so they
Yeah.
couldn't reinforce.
yeah. I mean, do you know what though? I kind of feel like I want to be the end game threat for them right now and let them cower before this. Oh, but also we can't get his thing, can we? Because we're
We
not.
haven't given him enough, yeah. We're not far away.
What are... I saw some people asking us... annoyingly, when this scrolls up, I lose it. Is there anything... Is there a piece of equipment that would be nice here? I don't think so. But I mean, maybe some experience. No, we'll hold off. I'll consult the leaders, I think.
Yeah.
I would say what's quite nice as well is it's turn 64, and I've not completed any of these yet. You can see I've barely scratched the surface on these. It feels like there's still a lot more to dig into.
Yeah.
But as we've seen, because I've really focused in on a few specific units of it, it still feels like I'm making good progress there.
Yeah.
Unthinkable.
But if they kill my Sea Guard, I really am in trouble. I mean, do I need Unbreakable? No. I'll save that for when it gets real bad.
This is where you eat your words and your sea guard.
Yeah, this will be... Oh, I was sending him into the... Oh, to the...
Oh, you're collecting the...
The Brave. What does he do? He goes to little shipwrecks and investigates them.
I don't think he's happy with your orders.
Oh, well... That'll be fine.
Attack. Make good.
Although he's lost quite a lot in auto-resolve recently, I'll say. He's not done the best. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, the man-eaters are still there. I'm telling you, they have been... They could be the one after now I have to go and shut down.
Okay, so they have done what we thought they might do.
But not Malekith.
Ah, Malekith stayed out.
If we win this here...
And you do have a minute and a half reinforcement time.
That's unacceptable.
And you do have to fight it.
Acceptable. Alright.
Unless you put a banner on him, maybe that...
No, no, we're gonna have to help him out. I think this is good for them, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that ship's company will never abandon me. In fact, you know what? Just in case something big attacks, putting that on them.
Yeah, so they won't run.
Yeah, because I don't know. Oh, I don't know if they have any dragons. I
yeah.
suspect they may have one. All right, we'll fight this.
That is Malekith, was it?
I don't think that was Malekith.
Oh, okay, maybe I missed it.
Do you get influence for a battle win if you defeat another High Elf faction?
Another High Elf Faction? That's a good question. I don't know.
Can Aislinn deal massive amount of casualties by himself, or is he more of a support lord? I would say you spec him one way or the other.
You can spec him in either, yeah.
But by this point, I'm kind of a bit of both. Yeah. I'm not as killy as I could be, by a long way. But I've made my Sea Guard artillery. Right, so I don't know where they are.
And it's quite forested, this one, so...
So they're probably going to deploy back towards one of these, right? But which one? Because if
Yeah.
I guess and I'm right, I can shoot him.
Yeah.
And if I guess I'm wrong, it's that or I defend.
Well, you...
Because there's water down here.
You go in the water.
Look.
To be fair, I've never seen such optimal use of aquatic in the entire game. This is great.
I mean, I could be prepared for them to attack. Yeah.
And they attacked you, so they will come to you.
They will come
eventually.
to me, so I could be ready.
The only thing is you'd have to wait for them to collect their entire
I
army
know,
before they come.
but
I think it's an even fight, right? Because
they've got about
they weren't
20.
full stacks.
No,
So.
I think the honourable thing to do is to wait for them.
In the water. I don't know if that's honourable.
I think I would rather fight them on my terms than try and chase them down and then more come and flank.
Okay.
Because I think the more mobile I am, and I think this is general and true for my Total War tactics, the more mobile I am, the worse I am.
Yeah.
The more I can sit and prepare my defences, the better I feel. But I'm kind of tempted to hide these guys in these woods. Maybe I'll split them up.
Yeah, wherever you can catch out their archers.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the key thing here. All right, let me see. Is that everything apart from them? Okay, we will. Someone did ask for us to show the RO Merworm off in all its glory.
There he is.
He's only got one eye, right? Oh, yeah, he better because he's called. Yeah, there we go. One eye and a nubbin.
Yeah, he's got a nice glowing eye.
Very glowy.
He's got a nice hairstyle. Is that
Yeah.
what you'd call that? I don't know.
Bioluminescence,
There you go.
kind of. All right, let's see. So I've got my Mistmage. I feel pretty good. You know, I mean, I've got my artillery. It's just going to be if they survive the initial volleys. I'm not great in melee. That is this army's Achilles heel. And also, you saw it. I can really focus down a flyer.
Yeah.
3 or 4 flyers that come in and disrupt these guys. That's when I start to struggle as well.
Yeah, if you can stop the shooting of the Northern Sea God, then.
Yeah. So if they're all about to come in on dragons.
Or some magic. I think you haven't faced some vortex spells.
I hated when I was fighting. Was it Vampire Coast? Anyone who has burst magic that disrupts me.
Yeah.
It struggles. Someone asked if we could show up close. They said Salak, but I assume that's on fasted. Looks like he's very happy dancing. Oh, there is a horse in there, isn't there?
Yeah, I saw him eat something earlier.
Yeah.
I think he might grab out a snack from...
Honestly, probably so happy to actually be in water. most of the time not able to actually fight on water.
Yeah.
All right, let's. They've. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh no. At least that's not a dragon. If it is, it's tiny.
Oh, they do. Yeah, you might. I wonder. Yeah, you've
They've
got
got-
some magic coming your way.
This is fine. As long as.
Though, what you need to do here, right, is you need to save your Alpha Strike
Do you think?
for targeting some of the magic. I think.
So maybe when the spellcasters get in range.
Yeah.
I.
Surprise them. Boom.
Yeah. I think I can reach right now. I think 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
getting
All
there,
right.
you're
Should we
getting
do
there.
it?
I mean, the only thing is if you get slightly in range, they can just leave.
Do you think?
And then
Do you think? Oh, but this. I think this will range me to here.
maybe.
Because like 100% on top of their already.
True. Yeah.
All right. Shall we?
Go for it.
Was this what you intended people to do when you made this ability? To stack all of their archers in one place?
I mean, yes, it's the natural outcome, I suppose.
Okay.
There you go.
So, if
Oh, they are shooting back.
if I target just a couple of them on each,
Yeah.
I can hopefully, and maybe if I Lure of Mists on one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're using pause, which is going to make some people very angry.
I know, but look, it's. Don't leave. Oh my gosh, it's. Oh no, have they disappeared? Miss Mage, discover them, quick! I mean, it's. How long have they got left of it? Only 20 seconds. All right, kill absolutely everything you can see. No!
Following orders.
Oh no, the. Who can shoot the dragon?
They're not going to spot you, so you might be.
No, but I need to at least be whittling it down here.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss
Well,
Mage, flee!
There's another one as well.
Hold on.
Yeah, you sent.
Yeah, but I needed to discover them. But look, I can slow them down and escape.
True.
Look at that, an actual use of the magic there.
And your Oceanids in the forest are about to get.
Oh,
Who are they?
who's discovered who, huh? Yeah, that's not good because if they end up behind me, are we
Yeah.
killing that dragon? We're doing damage to it at least. Okay, I think we need to focus down these entities. They are my concern for getting into the back lines.
They're your major threat, yeah.
Aislinn can tangle one of them, right? And I think he's going to have to tangle this one.
Yeah.
I mean, oh no, my worm! Leave him! Oh, hold on. This is another one of my favourites.
My worm. I don't think he's a worm.
Sorry, what does that say?
It's a merworm.
It does not say, merfrog. Do you know what? Actually, I'm okay with that. They can fight. And then look, I've tactically managed to get them to show the back, so the archers can take them out. This has managed to get way further in than I thought it would be able to.
They are closing in on you this time. Some magic is going down.
Yeah, that seems poor.
Oh, you've still look at the map. You've got so many enemy reinforcements coming.
It's so much trouble.
You need to keep those archers firing, mate. There you go.
Okay.
Saving
If I
grace
take out their archers, that feels good, right?
Yeah.
Where's my sea elemental? Look, you've got to get involved, my guy.
your front. Look at your front line is
Do
collapsing.
you know what I'm forgetting right now? I've got horses as
Yeah.
backup.
You need them to delay the
Da-da-da-da.
reinforcements.
Oh, I can't sacrifice them. If that's what you're implying, I refuse. Okay, look, there you go. And look, now, yeah, with one set down, I probably want to split these guys off just so they're not. I can also summon in some Oceanids. I'm thinking into the middle of these archers.
Definitely.
Would be nice. I don't want to keep just... They've taken so much damage. How have they got so many people?
I think they got hit by a spell.
What? Hey! Hey!
There you go. He's doing exactly what.
Yeah, what
we
I
were
said would be my concern.
Yeah.
Alright, he's got full
shutting down
back.
the archers.
Alright, we got some Oceanids in the middle of these guys. There's some flying... Okay, Dark Riders.
Oh, you know what?
Take them out.
Aislinn's taking some damage.
I
from
know,
someone.
but that's why we're going to heal him.
Okay.
Alright, the Merworm, he can just take them out.
Maybe
Where's
start bringing in. Oh, start bringing in some artillery on those from the
on these guys.
dragon ship.
How are we doing? We do need ammo. So if I just do these guys first.
Yeah, those guys are starting to run out.
Where is my sea elemental? Okay, he's over there. He's just scaring him off. Alright, let's just reform a little bit. Mist Mage is being mist shot.
I think you're doing good, Joe. You're starting to.
Starting to claw it back. I need my people to not like break. Oh, he's just gonna have to go this way.
Yeah.
I need them to not get too scattered, knowing that another wave is coming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the number of arrows that just... What are they doing, for example? the number of arrows.
They're
that are
following your
coming in.
orders.
I
Josh.
know, but I don't like these orders. Okay, look,
Now you're getting them shot in the back. Oh god, those poor guys.
they know what they've signed up for. Where's these guys? Right. This is fine. They will take these guys out. Just come on back. Right, we need these guys lined back up to be able to... I'm chasing him. Like, I'm not done with you. Let's do a heal on these guys, because there's not many dead, right?
True, yeah.
Okay, right. Reforming the artillery line. This feels alright, because now they're going to funnel in, right?
Yeah, now they're coming with the second wave, really.
Yeah, if we pull back, I really do need another replenish of ammo, though. I think on that side.
Yeah, you can see how critical that is, right? You might be out with a few of those units now.
And if I call this on them, as they're moving forward, that'll encourage them to move a little faster. You see what I mean? Like, if my melee line falls, or my Mist Mage dies, but before he goes.
Yeah, I mean, look, those ships company, considering they're only tier 1, right?
I know, they're holding well.
They're doing well.
I just had to... luckily, I caught these guys before they made it in. These Oceanids, they're so fast. They are faster than the Shades.
You do have the... Yeah, Aislinn was pretty damaged, but I remember you have the Mask of the Merworm, don't you, on which has regen, so...
Mask of the Merworm also calls in a Merworm.
It does.
So we should be doing that.
True.
What's the range? I could call it in there and then lob it into them.
Yeah. They're ranged as well. I think they're going to probably break soon anyway.
Oh, now they're going to break, huh?
I would definitely army route if I was a Dark Elf.
Here it comes.
Nice.
There we go. I don't know what the panic was. Don't hit my Merc. Oh, he's fine.
He's gone anyway.
Well, what difficulty is this showcase on? So this is played on hard, which is how I would typically play a new campaign. But you know, maybe Takala, I'll bump it up to very hard. I won't. There we go. That's... the problem is if Malekith now attacks, I just don't have much of a melee line to hold.
Yeah.
And these guys are going to end up being... And do you know what?
They're pretty healthy.
Like, they survived over here.
Well, because they didn't do much.
Like, they held that line.
True.
Go. Heroic.
Damn.
I skipped that way too quickly. Just want to make sure chat saw that said heroic victory. Look at the artillery. Shot.
I like that you call them the artillery.
That's what I've made them. that is their new role. Okay, there was a question, are there any changes to the Vampire Coast? Which, of course, they've had...
They can, actually, what do we even call them? Their ships, basically, can attack from sea now as well, which is obviously, as people know, really critical for, like, establishing coves and... Exactly.
Yep.
That's a much better army, it looks like. So.
The artillery's ready. Good job I picked replenishment. I was a little bit like, I could use the money.
Oh, you've replenished them well, actually. Yeah.
And they're fighting me in the same place, so you know exactly where I'm going.
Don't go in the water, you
think...
coward.
What do you mean? I'm the Sea Lord.
You barely won in the water, let alone
Here's my concern. I think my Mist Mage is going to die.
He did get... I mean, you did send him right into...
I did, but I needed someone to discover. What would... I mean, maybe this is one of the opportunities that I actually want to take him out quickly before the reinforcements.
Nah, their reinforcements were rubbish, I think. It was the main army that's
yeah, but they are going to wait for them, aren't they?
Yeah, they will.
Look.
Back in the water.
Look, Mitch, I can't...
You have a strat that doesn't embarrass you on stream.
I can't lose my main army this quickly. How long have I got left? I've only got 15 minutes. Look, if I die, I'll die. Someone's asking about the Sea Helm skills. We will recruit a... I've got a Sea Helm, so we will, after this battle, jump over to them and have a look. Yeah, these infantry are battered. Summon the Merworm. Yeah, that's... I think that's going to be... I think that Merworm is going to really help if I can get it into the middle of that army.
Yeah.
I think the Mist Mage dying is going to be if I lose. Like that's going to be the crux here, because those spells are really important for archers. Okay, here's the other thing. Yeah, I know it didn't. I forgot about them last time, but you've got to trust me this time. I'm going to remember that they're in those woods.
Okay, I believe.
Okay, this will go fine. Where is he? Oh, he's waiting.
And he's level 21. And he does, that's...
2 wizards, though.
Are you going to Alpha Strike the mage again?
I think I'm going to Alpha Strike the dragon.
Okay. True, Malekith, if he gets into your line, is going to be pretty tough.
What's he got? I mean, Power of Dark. Yeah, that's... I don't really want any. Oh, accuracy. I don't want any of these to hit me, really. Oh, I'll have wounds. He can take wounds. I'll let him have that. Okay, it's always this map. Well, to be fair, they fought me in the exact same place.
It'd be weird if it was a different map.
All right, let's let those reinforcements come in. Coward, come and fight me, Malekith. Do you know what? Just yeah.
Are they gonna move? You're on hard, so they might move.
It's only just. It's too late. It's too late. It's not too late, is it? Oh, do you know what?
You caught. Yeah, you caught.
That's actually not bad.
I think you got a little bit lucky there. That was nice.
No, that was skill.
Oh,
I knew where the AI was
Apologies.
moving. Not skill to choose the tier 1 unit, perhaps. I could have hit the
Oh, you could hit the black.
Oh, no. Okay. Let's just see where they.
I mean, they don't have a front line here, so.
Yeah, it's going to be Archer versus Archer, I guess.
I think your Oceanids here really could do some work. Who's that?
I mean, it's flying, but it's not. That's just a Lord.
Yeah.
I can't remember what was coming over here. Let's hope it's not a dragon. I think if they'd all attacked me at the same time, maybe I'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I think this is fine. Oh, should I? I've not healing caps. Should I heal myself?
That's not a bad idea.
There we go. I think I've given them an item that gives them a barrier.
Possibly. Only a little bit of barrier, but.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take I'll take
helps.
any. Okay. So Malekith's the problem.
He's the main threat here, yeah.
I've said that a lot in my life. It doesn't look like they've got much coming in.
Nah.
All right. Oh, he's shooting me, so it only feels fair, right? Do you think they'll reach?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
There you go.
Right. Everyone, take aim.
I think
No, not them, not them. Him.
There you go.
Come on. They've got, what have they got left? 30 seconds. Come on.
I think Malekith is going to have a bad time.
I need him to have a bad time. He's dodging a lot of them, though. He's going up and over. Look, you see?
Yeah, I mean...
He's there we go, into him.
Which,
Oh, that was a good volley. I mean, this is my whole alpha strike.
worth it, though, if you kill him.
Absolutely worth it.
You even got your main
Yeah,
artillery
this is gonna
coming
be all they get to do.
He's-
Come on!
Poor Malekith.
Oh no! Okay, all right. So Malekith's dead, but I have got 1 second left of my alpha strike.
Okay,
But the plan,
there you go.
I think they've snuck through. Oh, I can't hit them. All right, this is the plan. Okay, that isn't part of the plan.
So that was the other thing that could get you, is that... And it's a vortex.
But look, behind all their range.
Yeah.
My Oceanids. Right, I need to start targeting some of their ranged. Oh, no!
That's painful.
Oh.
That's exactly what they needed to do, is
Yeah.
hit the stupid blob.
Hey, whose side are you on? I mean, look, if I just start sending some elementals, you're right, they really don't have a front line here.
No, they have
So-
like four melee units,
So
I think.
I kind of want to be charging into them. I
Yeah.
don't want these guys to die.
Though they do have the chariot, so...
I don't want these guys to die. All right, let's start focusing down some other people. I just don't want my Mistwalker to die. I mean, maybe actually... I say that as I right-click him, like, into the enemy territory, I'm aware. But some Oceanids here would be nice.
Can't hurt. Get your Merwim out.
Yeah, this is... I think the lack of their frontline infantry... I mean, to be fair, they've done more damage to the Sea Guard than anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with the Dark Elves here is they were primarily a ranged army, and they're fighting the superior ranged army.
They're fighting an army of only artillery.
Whereas if you had more of a,
I mean, the thing is, though, I'm not... I'm struggling with a lot of their flying stuff being up there.
shoot them down. I think really the crux for you is going to be, are you going to come across? No, they're going to...
They're just doing as much damage as they can, aren't they? I mean, the problem's going to be if something else attacks me.
Yeah, if you come across some serious like magic users or
They also are, like,
strong front lines.
they're splitting me up, and I don't want to be split up, because then they're just going to shoot this stuff down. My concern isn't this army, it's the next one, right?
What's the next one?
I don't know.
Oh.
Whatever comes out of the woods. But, like, these sea elementals can chase them down. I'm surprised they haven't broken yet. Is it this, like, blob over here, do you think? Let's get Aislinn involved over there. If I can actually... every time I pull my Mist Mage back to safety, I put him right back in. This man gets no rest. Oh, look at the Merwin splashing about there. He's having the time of his life. Right, there we go. We've only got 7 minutes left.
Damn.
And we haven't even taken Nagarond. We will build I promised at the very first turn that we would build a dragon ship. So we'll build a dragon ship, we will show off the Sea Helm, we will run to Nagarond and see if auto-resolve will let me take it. Okay. I feel like that was the moral victory. Because we killed Malekith. Like, that's the end of the war, surely, you know?
True.
These guys really did not... Oh, I guess they killed Malekith. I was going to say they did not earn their rations. They killed Malekith.
Yeah.
So, actually, the Merworm doing really
Damn,
well
he did
there.
some damage, yeah. Your Mist Mage did not.
Hey, he healed himself. So, he looked out for number one. All right. I'm going to have to replenish, aren't I?
Yeah.
Do you think? Yeah, I should.
Hard labor
Watch me get
shall be
attacked
their
again during this.
punishment.
Oh, that's... Oh, so
Here
here's
we
the
go.
ability, right, to take control.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to let this happen because we are at the end of the stream.
That's fair.
It's not his main settlement, is it? No.
No, it's
I'm just going to
one
let it
of
happen. But we show there is the ability to take control.
Yeah.
Someone asked Mitch thoughts on adding back ruins events, and do you have any more plans for unusual
common
locations?
Ruin events, I mean, I think just people weren't massively thrilled by those in Warhammer 2. So I don't know if it would be a high priority, if I'm being honest with you. Unusual locations, like I always love adding those. We just, as you know, added a recent batch, second batch. So again, I think it's just a case of opportunity. We would like to add more of those.
Gosh. Surely they're all like battered.
They are.
I mean,
Short-sighted.
I mean, that's fine. We will... Yeah, we'll recruit a ship and then maybe show a couple more of these, because there might be one worth grabbing if we're going to be building a new... Oh, colony.
What do you need? What are you all acting right now?
Thematically, I want this, because I like the idea that we're all united against the Dark Elves.
Yeah.
But that could be really good for my economy. I am very trade heavy with the other elves. I think I was on about... There you go. That's what? That's taking me from 1.3 to 2.6? Right. We have 5 minutes, so I'm going to do all of the things that I promised. All right, so...
Quick fire. Here
things
we go.
I promised. We'd show off the Sea Helm skills. Look at the trident, eh?
That's cool. I like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So he's got a skill line here, where very movement focused, but unstoppable force. Again, having like just, I guess, a slightly lesser version of the one that Aislinn has there.
Yeah.
Leading all into higher casualty suppression, higher speed. That's anything that buffs speed is so nice with Oceanids.
So what do you think?
I love Oceanids. They are the unexpected MVP of this DLC for me.
Yeah.
I went in like, oh, it's like the middle monster. Like, I'm going to want the Sea Elemental. Oceanids, I'm bringing them in every High Elf army. They've got some stuff here to as well help buff with artillery, and I assume this will be upkeep. And then, a nice little defensive buff for them. Down here, naval discipline seems to be the thing for the Sea Helms.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming all of these are buffing the relevant units.
Yes.
Everything else looks about the same. But they get a chariot.
They do.
Which is nice for them. Okay, that was promise number 1. Promise number 2, I'm going to confederate someone.
Ah, yeah.
Because confederation does work differently with Aislinn. So we've got Avalon, but that doesn't mean that we now own Avalon, right?
Correct.
This new faction,
Yes.
the United Maritime Patrol, who
You are a
love me
beacon
and
of order
are
and
immediately
virtue.
going to want to do everything that I ask.
Upon my
So yeah,
honor.
like I said earlier, kind of doesn't make sense with Aislinn's limited colonies for you to own this territory.
Yep.
So you hand it off to this faction.
Master
But
of high
as
magic.
Josh is now showing, you do still get their armies and their
Where is
forces.
she?
And
She is dead.
Oh no, she was up north.
No,
oh, she died.
I think she died.
She died.
But I could recruit.
You can
Illyrian.
recruit Illyrian.
And in fact, if I wanted, I could be nice and I could give Illyrian back in 5 turns.
when she's
yeah,
not dead
I could give
anymore.
her back a province.
Yeah.
I won't. But, you know, we could do that. So yeah, you get the armies, you don't get the territory. But now, and I like to... This is my top tip. Don't know why I'm telling you that. I like to get one of these early, just so this faction can start to build itself up like armies of its own.
Yeah.
So that when I'm confederating other ones into it, because obviously I'm taking the armies,
Yeah.
they've got a base of armies there. So this is a really safe one to take because she's not got loads of provinces out here.
Yeah.
But because of that, we can now do at level 3, because we've confederated her, Alariel. So we'll consult.
Help me protect.
And,
what
I
you
mean,
check.
oh my gosh,
There you
how lucky that would be. Oh, a replenishment of foreign territory as well.
So one thing to mention is because you've got her at level 3,
Yes.
you're getting all 4 of the options.
Yep, otherwise it's just these top.
Otherwise, yeah, you start with 2, you upgrade it once, you get the third option, you upgrade it again, so the final third tier, and you get all 4 options.
Yep.
And the 4th option is a one-time reward.
However, I know I should get the replenishment, but
Oh, reload.
can you think who I'm going to be putting them on?
Yeah.
I would say what's really interesting as well is it's quite nice to be able to. So I just got a ton of money from that, but all those battles. It's nice to have the money, but like it's the dragon ship supplies
Yeah.
that are really throttling me. So I'm using that money and I'm like gifting it to people to be
Yeah.
able to build up with them. So what we will do is. I really am determined to take Nagaron, so I'm going to run up there to try and fight it. And if
Go
we
by sea, that might be quicker.
if we die, then I'm just going to recruit a dragon ship somewhere else.
Oh, you can show the attacking from sea. as well.
Exactly. That's why I've done it.
Do not
You know.
venture
There you go.
into Evan mists.
Let me.
Bring us
speed.
winds.
Am I gonna? Can you interact with them when? You can't when you're in flank speed, can you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will also. I will upgrade them just to show that it
The
happens.
Navy grows
All right.
most
Let's try
refined.
and get that just so we can show a dragon ship. Will you be able to gift settlements to the new faction you spawn?
In some circumstances, if there is no other available
I
High Elves
value
whom to
our
gift to, then you can
co-op.
utilize those guys.
Because it's not about you making a big steamroll faction for yourself.
Exactly.
It's about working with the other elves. But when you've worked with all of them, then you can keep making the steamroll.
Yeah.
But if you're playing as a high elf, obviously you can federate them into yourself, other than Aislinn, right? Okay. There we go. So now, in theory, they are all shields. Hey, isn't that nice?
Nice. And they maintain their experience, which is.
They do. So we're going to move on Nagarond. That will take us one more turn. I think we're being chased.
Who's that?
The goddess forbids it.
Right. We will. Before we do that, we'll quickly show as well the objectives off. So the victory conditions.
Yeah.
So obviously I managed to complete the short victory,
You did.
which is getting some dragon ships,
Yeah.
and you can I would say you can do either of these individually pretty quickly. To do both, I think takes you a little bit of time.
Yeah. The Dreadrock Privateers is the initial
Yeah.
Vampire Coast faction that you defeat in the Eastern Isles.
Yep. And then we have the long, so it's not just about sacking and raising, right? It's
Yeah, so it's killing the thematic at sea factions, right? Like the pirates, and of course Lockyer as well. And then naturally, what is Aislinn doing? He's going and getting all of the colonies, right?
so I want to bop around quite a lot to get a lot of these.
Yeah, use your sea lanes, get all of the colonies. Some of them, like the Great Turtle Isle, right, is quite far away, so it's not going to be too easy to get to. And then win the final battle as well, which is the, as we said, the narrative aspect of the campaign.
Yep. And a very, very cool final battle. All right, I'm just gonna. Also, his quest battle, really enjoyed as well. So he has one quest battle, right, for the Mask of the.
Mask of the Merworm, yeah.
Yeah. Right, I am just trying to see. There's loads of questions because we've been trying to show off as much as we can. Oh, we're just gonna.
Seagull, attack.
I would love to have artillery.
I mean, the thing there, he attacked you at sea. as
He
well.
did.
So-
Yes,
so-
I got all the buffs.
So you would have got all the buffs of being at sea.
A regular confederation is still an option. I believe this is the way to confederate them now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I will perform, just so that we've done it, the right. Lovely.
Nice.
Can I watch the live stream from the beginning? Yep, on YouTube. We are also streaming now, and YouTube will have the VOD of this stream. Right, so we'll attack from sea. We'll take Nagarond, we'll establish an outpost, and by that I mean a colony, and then we will we'll recruit a ship.
There you go.
Now this truly is the end of the war, you know?
The sea god's
Look at that.
domain
Turned into a colony.
expands.
It's my home now.
Oh, and you've got a resource there, so you can.
What's the... Oh. Diplomatic relations plus 30. Look, trust me, they're not going to like what I've done. That's going to be 30 on top of the minus 400 that we've got going on. So what we'll do, I assume I have to move him out to recruit. So we've got dragon ships here. So is it random which of the 5 lords you get at any one time? Because I think I've got a different one each time.
Yeah, so there are, I think they end up with random names, but depending on where you unlock them from, so there's like the three categories in the Azure Domination, you'll get a specific dragon ship with a unique trait.
Cool. So we've got a dragon ship. This is what we're starting off with.
Yep.
So it's not too much. And now we're going to have to start getting growth, which fortunately I've got quite a few, at this point, a lot of techs to help me with that.
Yeah.
But even though I've got a lot of growth, the costs right now are quite low, but soon I could probably get them comfortably up to tier 2 with 3 or 4 buildings.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to need to spend some time trying to get some more dragon ship resources.
Yeah.
Alongside the fact that I'm also trying to get this guy up as well.
Yeah, there's some buildings that require per turn dragon ship supply as well, so it's not just the building costs. So eventually you're going to need an economy backing you.
Exactly. So that is the... is there anything we haven't done?
What were your promises?
I'm trying to remember if there's anything we haven't done. But I think that is pretty much everything we promised. Okay. We have shown off, I think, all of the new ROR units within the stream, so feel free to... This will be on YouTube. You'll be able to tune back and watch in. We did a battle where I had 2 of the RORs, and the Merwin was in the army that I currently have. You promised to give away 50 copies of the game. I can't, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. Will AI Aislinn gift settlements to other High Elf lords?
He will.
He will.
Yeah, so that was the thing I was going to mention with the sea lane. So because Aislinn starts in the Eastern Isles when he's played as the AI, he will at the start eventually use the sea lane and go somewhere.
Brilliant. Well, I've had a ton of fun playing Aislinn. I'm going to start playing Dakala and the Mask, who will be showing off next week. So next Thursday on this channel, so on Twitch and on the Total War Live community YouTube channel, we'll be doing the same thing. So we'll go through the changes to Slaanesh. We will show off a fair bit of gameplay as the Mask, who I've actually not played yet. But the only lord I've not played. And then we'll play a bit of Dakala as well. And then we'll do it again. We'll do it again for sale and some of the very exciting Norska changes as well. Yeah. So let me put this on studio camera. Thank you very much, everyone. Please do subscribe and follow if you want to see more of this from us next week. But thank you very much. Someone asked about the content creators. You'll start to see battle footage from the content creators this weekend, and then free LC content the weekend after, and then DLC content the weekend after that. So very simple. Right. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you at the next one.
Cheerio.